Hello guys, welcome to ACE Online. In this video, we are presenting video solutions for the pre-GATE 2025 Production and Industrial Engineering examination. As you know, the real exam is having a jumbled questions, which means the first question is from assume production, second question is from industrial engineering, third question is from material science, fourth question is from thermal. Like that we are having a jumbled questions. But for easy understanding purpose guys, we have organized the solutions in a subject manner, subject wise guys, so that you can understand the concepts very easily. And I would like to say that guys, due to popular request, so many requests from the students guys, we are happy to announce that we are conducting one more free mock test on 26 January 2025. For further details guys, you can scan this QR code for the registration. And I hope you utilize this opportunity well. You assess your score, you assess your weak points guys. It is definitely going to helpful for you. Okay, finally I would like to say wish you all the best for your preparation. Thank you guys. Let's check this question guys. The steel rod 10 mm in diameter and 1 meter long is heated from 20 degrees Celsius to 120 degrees Celsius guys. So change in temperature equal to how much guys? Here I can write delta T equal to 120 minus 20, 100 degrees Celsius. Alpha he has given, E he has given. If the rod is not free to expand in axial direction, then thermal stress equal to how much guys? Direct formula amma. Stress equal to E alpha T guys. E equal to how much? 200 gigapascals. 200 into 10 cube megapascal I am going to get into alpha 12 into 10 power minus 6 into change in temperature. How much guys? 100 amma. 100 guys. I can write 240 10 power 6 into 10 power minus 6 I am going to get 0 guys. 240 megapascal I am going to get. The answer is 240 megapascal. That's it. Okay, good. Now let's see this question. Two cantilever beams A and B are shown in the figure. The ratio of maximum deflection of beam A to that of beam B. So this is the place maximum deflection I am going to get. It's a direct formula, you know guys. What the formula guys? PL cube by 3EI. This is the delta A guys. Now delta B I want. How can you get the delta B? Listen carefully sir. So deflection at this location I am going to get. Here assume guys, this is the linear variation I am going to get. This is the theta. This is A. This is A because both will be same itself. You know deflection at this location equal to how much? Delta B formula equal to delta B equal to what the direct formula? 5 by 6 stand formula PA cube by EI. But here A equal to how much? L by 2. As A equal to L by 2, I am going to get 5PL cube by L by 2. 2 cube means 8. 8 into 6 how much guys? 48 EI guys. 48 EI. Then is asking deflection of A to B. Just make it delta A by delta B. Make it delta A by delta B. If you strike off guys, PL cube getting cancelled. I am going to get 1 by 3 by 5 by 48 guys. It is coming as 16 by 5 amma. Please verify 16 by 5. Option C is the correct answer guys. Next. Let's see this question guys. Two forces act at an angle of 120 degrees. There are two forces are there. There is the force P, there is the force Q, which acts at an angle of 120 degrees guys. The bigger force is 40 newtons. I am assuming that bigger force equal to Q is the 40 newtons guys. The resultant is perpendicular to the smaller force. This is the resultant amma. This resultant is perpendicular to the smaller force itself. Then smaller force equal to how much? This R equal to how much he is asking guys. This R equal to how much he is asking. How can we find out guys? Very simple. You know this resultant formula amma, from the parallelogram law. Tan alpha equal to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. But here alpha how much guys? 90 degrees amma. This is a 90 degrees guys. Theta is 120 he has given. Theta is 120 degrees he has given. So tan 90 means how much guys? Anyone? Infinity. So it means 1 by 0, which means that P plus Q cos theta equal to 0, guys. P plus Q cos theta equal to 0. So P equal to how much, guys? I can write minus Q into cos theta, cos of 120, guys. So minus Q into, I can write minus Q, how much, guys? Minus of 40, cos 90 plus 30, guys. Cos is meant by cos 120 means cos 90 plus 30 means minus sin 30, which minus 1 by 2. The answer equal how much, guys? 20 itself. The answer is 20 newtons, guys. I hope this is clear.
Hello students, I welcome you to the pre-gate solutions for production engineering. We'll be looking at the solutions to the subject of fluid mechanics. Let us look at this question. This is worth 1 mark in gate examination. The question is saying the apparent viscosity of a fluid is given by mu apparent equal to 0.4 du by dy power 0.3. This is power 0.3. The fluid is classified as, which fluid do we have over here? That is a question. Okay. How do we answer this thing? Now we know the formula for mu apparent is mu apparent is equal to m into du by dy power n minus 1. This is the formula for mu apparent we are having. Now if you compare over here with this equation given to you, if you compare, then what do you get? You get the value of m is equal to 0.4. But unfortunately, m does not help you classify the fluid. It is n that is helping you classify the fluid. Then we look at n minus 1 over here. This is equal to 0.3. This implies the value of n has to be equal to how much? It has to be equal to 1.3. If n is 1.3, we realize n is greater than 1. N is greater than 1. If n is greater than 1, then which of the following options is correct? See, Newtonian implies n equal to 1. Pseudoplastic or shear thinning fluid implies n less than 1. Dilatant implies, it is also called a shear thickening, it is n greater than 1. Bingham plastic is like Newtonian but with yield shear stress. So again n equal to 1. So the correct answer over here is dilatant fluid. N is greater than 1 for dilatant fluid. I hope this is clear to all of you. Let us now move further. Now this question is worth 2 marks in gate examination. It is from the topic of stability in buoyancy. The question is saying a rectangular boat 6 meter wide, 15 meter long, dimensions perpendicular to the plane of the figure, has a draught of, draught basically means depth of submergence, depth of submergence, depth of submergence of 0.2. The side view of the boat is shown in the figure. The center of gravity of the boat is at the free surface. Now you see, center of gravity is exactly at the free surface. Okay. Center of gravity is the free surface. The metacentric height of the boat is equal to how much? What is the value of GM he is asking? Now if you recall, to find the value of GM, we are having 2 formulas. One formula for GM is I by V minus BG. The other formula for GM is P times X upon W times tan theta. अब देखिए, you have to remember both these formulas. But presently, which formula is helpful for finding out the value of GM? You see, the second formula is helpful provided you are having some load P kept on the ship and that load is being displaced. That situation is not present right now. There is no load placed over here. So we will not be using the second formula. We will be using only the first formula. I by V minus BG. That formula we will be using. So now I have to identify the value of I, V and BG. Let us see. The value of I is equal to how much? Ab recall, I is the minimum area moment of inertia at the top view at waterline. You see the cross section at the top view at water line is 15 meter cross 36 meter. If I want minimum moment of inertia, I'll take over here 15 into 6 cube divided by 12. 15 into 6 cube divided by 12. If you calculate this value, it comes out to be equal to how much? It is coming out to be 15 into 18. 15 times 18 will be equal to how much? It will be equal to 270 meter power 4. It will come out to be equal to 270 meter per 4. Okay. Now volume over here is volume of fluid that has been displaced. Now you see volume of fluid displaced is equal to cross section area on the top view multiplied to the depth of submergence. Multiplied to depth of submergence. So volume is equal to how much? It is equal to 15 into 6. Depth of submergence is equal to 2. Depth of submergence is equal to 2. Okay, na? Let me do one thing. Let me keep them as it is, because you see 15, 6 and all those things somehow will get cancelled off. We'll see this thing now. Furthermore, I want the value of BG. Ab dekhiye, how do I get the value of BG? For me to get the value of BG, I have to realize how far is the centroid of volume displaced with G. If you see centroid of volume displaced will be at a distance of 1 meter from bottom till here. 1 meter. It will be from here, from where I am putting my pen, up till here it is going to be, up till here. So this distance will be equal to how much? This will be equal to 1 meter. Now if this distance is 1 meter, this distance again is going to be 1 meter. That means the value of BG is equal to how much? The value of BG over here has to be equal to 1 meter. Now let us put in the values. I by V minus BG is equal to, I over here is 15 into 6 cube, divide by 12. BG is equal to, V is equal to 15 into 6 multiplied to 2 minus 1. Minus 1. Now without calculator also you can simplify this thing. 115 and 115 gone. 16 and 16 gone. So 6 square divided by 24 we are having. 6 square is 36, divided by 24 is 1.5. So this is 1.5 minus 1, that is equal to how much? It is equal to 0.5 meter. The value of metacentric height is a positive 0.5 meter. Positive 0.5 meter means this is still in stable equilibrium. So the answer over here is option B, which is positive 0.5 meter. These were the two questions in pre-gate for production engineering. I hope both the questions are clear to all of you. And if you still have any doubts, you can post your doubts or you can contact us. We'll be very happy to help you. Thank you.
This question is from the mechanisms chapter, and here two sliders are given to you for the position shown, for the position of the mechanism shown in figure below. Find the velocity of slider B for the given configuration if the velocity of slider A is 3 meter per second. So velocity of A is 3 meter per second and we are required to know the velocity of slider B. Okay, and here AB is a rigid link and it is parallel to the horizontal ground. Okay, that is parallel to ground CD at this instant. So what is the velocity of slider B? So here if you observe, the rod AB is in general plane motion and the slider A is moving along this inclined plane, okay, that is moving towards left upwards, and the slider B has to move down, okay, left downward it has to move. Alright, so here the angle, this is the velocity of slider B and this is going to make an angle of 45 degrees. This is going to make an angle of 45 degrees. Okay, this will be velocity of slider B. And same way, this will be velocity of slider A, and I need to resolve this velocity I need to resolve these velocities along the rod, okay, along the rod and perpendicular to the rod. So since we are only interested in calculating the linear velocity, we are interested in only calculating the linear velocity of the slider. So here this can be, this will be the velocity of slider along the rod, that is VB cos 45, okay. This is responsible for translation, and perpendicular to the rod, it is going to be vertical. It is going to be vertical because rod is horizontal, so its another component of velocity will be perpendicular. So this will be VB sin 45. This is VB sin 45. All right. Same way, here if the velocity of A, that is 3 meter per second, let's say this is 45, okay. This is 45 degrees only, and this is velocity of A, this is cos 45, and the perpendicular component will be VA sin 45 it is. So in case of translation, if we take up, that is, this is rod is having general plane motion, so we need to equate the translating velocities which are responsible for translation, and same way also we can calculate the angular velocity of the rod AB as well. So that is VA cos 45 is equal to VB cos 45. Okay, so VA is equal to VB, and that is equal to 3 meter per second. Okay, option B is the answer. All right, and if you are interested in calculating the angular velocity, so you can write down the omega. Omega here is the difference of velocities. So here VA is pointing upwards and VB is pointing downwards. So VA sin 45 minus VB sin 45 divided by distance between the points A and B. So this is how you can get the angular velocity of the rod. So since they are asking only the linear velocity, so answer would be option B. Okay. This question is from the machine design topic and from the chapter brakes. Here is the question: which of the following conditions are correct for a shoe brake? First one, change in the direction of rotation of wheel will convert a self-energizing brake into a non-self-energizing brake. Okay. Option B says that self-locking is only possible if the brake is non-self-energizing. Okay. Option C says that to prevent the self-locking of a non-self-energizing brakes, the coefficient of friction is kept smaller of the friction lining. And option D says that the torque capacity of self-energizing brake is more than that of non-self-energizing brake for the same operating conditions. So out of these, they are asking us which of the following statements is or are correct, which of the following statements are correct, which means it is straight away an MSQ type of question. Okay. So now, first option, that change in the direction of rotation of the wheel. If we try to modify the direction of rotation of wheel, of course the direction of friction force is going to be reversed. Okay, and because of that reversal in the direction of friction force, the brake could become a self-energizing, or the brake could be also non-self-energizing. Yes, option A is correct. Okay. Option B says that self-locking is possible if the brake is non-self-energizing. This self-locking phenomena is a safety kind of a feature. So this self-locking can occur in the self-energizing brake as well as in non-self-energizing brake. Okay. But it is more likely to occur, this self-locking is more likely to occur in the non-self-energizing brake. Okay. So here the option B says that self-locking is only possible if the brake is non-self-energizing. No, it is possible when the brake is self-energizing as well as non-self-energizing. Okay. But commonly used for this, so option B is incorrect. Okay. Next, in order to prevent the self-locking of non-self-energizing brake, okay, the coefficient of friction lining is kept smaller. So you are trying to prevent the self-locking of the non-self-energizing. See, so in order to prevent the self-locking of non-self-energizing, you are reducing the friction lining. Okay, this is invalid statement. This is invalid statement. Okay. Next, option D says that the torque energy capacity of self-energizing brake is more than that of non-self-energizing. Self-energizing is being caused due to the presence of friction force. So when there is a friction force present, so additional amount of torque is also required. Okay, that is when the torque capacity of self-energizing is more than the non. Okay, option D is correct answer, guys. Okay, so here, as in this question, option A and D are correct.
Hi students, now let us discuss the pre-gate thermal engineering solutions. This time only 2 questions are asked in the pre-gate thermal engineering. The very first question is like this: heat is given to an ideal gas in an isothermal process. Heat given means positive heat. Heat given means heat supplied to system. Heat supplied to system thermodynamically taken as positive. It is given ideal gas. For an ideal gas, remember the change in internal energy du equal to mCV into dt. That means internal energy is depending on only temperature, like how the enthalpy is depending on temperature only for ideal gas. But what is the name of the process? Isothermal process. Here isothermal process means constant temperature process. If temperature is constant, right, for isothermal process, then what is the change in temperature? dt equal to 0. If dt equal to 0, change in internal energy du equal to 0. What it means? U2 minus U1 is equal to 0. That means U2 equal to U1. Internal energy remains constant. For isothermal process if your gas is ideal gas. Okay. On the other hand, as you know, Q equal to W plus du. Just now we have decided that du equal to 0 for isothermal process. Then Q equal to work. If Q is positive, work is also positive. Positive heat means heat supplied to system. Okay, and work positive means work done by system. Okay, here if the Q is positive, work done by the system, that means we can get the positive work from the system. Having that information, look at the different statements. Internal energy of the gas will decrease. No. Internal energy remains constant. Internal energy of the gas will increase. No. Internal energy of the gas will not change. Absolutely correct. The gas will do positive work. Absolutely good. The gas will do positive work because heat is given to the system. Fourth statement correct. The gas will do negative work. Absolutely wrong. Third statement and fourth statements are correct. Option D is absolutely correct. Okay, it is very important problem. 5-star question, means most expected question for the competitive exams. Similarly, look at the another important question asking like this: the heat interaction with the system in going through the given cyclic process. Look at the thermodynamic cycle. In the PV coordinate system, the thermodynamic cycle looks like a circle. Thermodynamic cycle is constructed with pressure which is in kilopascal, volume is in cubic centimeters, and that thermodynamic cycle is looking like a circle, thermodynamic circle. Now, for any thermodynamic cycle, according to first law of thermodynamics, cyclic integral del Q equal to cyclic integral del W. What it means? The net heat transfer is equal to net work transfer. The net work transfer for any thermodynamic cycle equal to area of that cycle, But fortunately, the cycle is looking like a circle. The circle area equal to pi by 4 into d square, pi by 4 into this d square you write as d into d. The reason why I wrote d into d for d square is you take one d on y axis, this is one d, and another d for x axis. This d I can write 340 minus 60. 340 minus 60, it is equal to 280 cubic centimeters, centimeter cube. For writing in meter cube, 280 into 10 power minus 6, it is in meter cube. The same way, this d equal to 340 minus 60. It is equal to 280 kilopascal because pressure is given in kilopascal. But all options are given in joules only. That's why pressure must be in pascal. It is 280 into 10 power 3. You put that value. Here it is equal to pi by 4 into 1d, 280 into 10 power 3. Another d, 280 into 10 power minus 6. You simplify this value for getting approximately 61.6 joules. My calculator has shown 61.6 joules. Look at the option B. Option B is absolutely correct. Understood clearly? Okay, thank you.
Hello everyone. So welcome to the solution of pre-GATE 2025 for production engineering. Let's go to question number 1. The opposite faces of metal slab, thickness 5 centimeter and thermal conductivity 400 watt per meter degree Celsius are maintained at 500 and 200. The area of each face is 0.02 meter square. Assume that the heat transfer is steady and occurs only in the direction of perpendicular to the faces. The magnitude of heat transfer in kilowatt. Okay, so please listen. Here, this is the wall. This is the wall having thickness L is equal to 5 centimeter and thermal conductivity K is equal to 400. Maintain at this is T1 is 500, T2 is 200. The area of each face is 0.02 meter square. Assume that heat transfer is steady, occurs in the perpendicular direction. Magnitude of heat transfer, Q he asks, right? But as we know, Q is equal to what we can write? Ka T1 minus T2 by L. So what is thermal conductivity? 400, area 0.02, T1 500 minus 200 by thickness. 5 centimeter means how much? 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2. So from here you will get answer, but make sure you need to read the question he asked in kilowatt. So 400 into 0.02, this one 300 by 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2. So if you divide it by 1000, then you will get 48 kilowatt. So 48 kilowatt is a right answer for this question. Now let's move to the another question. The temperature of two large parallel plate of equal emissivity 900 and 300, a reflection radiation shield of low emissivity and negligible conductive resistance is placed parallelly between them. The steady state temperature. So this one T1 is 900, T2 is 300. Okay. The steady state temperature of the shield. Remember what is the question? He said equal emissivity. So this one and this one is having same emissivity. In that case, steady state temperature of the shield. So what is the formula for that? Ts is equal to T1 raised to power 4, T2 raised to power 4 by 2 raised to power 1 by 4. So what is T1? 900 raised to power 4 plus 300 raised to power 4 by 2 raised to power 1 by 4. Just give me a second. Okay, so here you will have 1 by 4. So TS I need to calculate. So what is that? 900 raised to power 4 plus 300 raised to power 4 divided by 2 raised to power 1 by 4. If you calculate, you will get 759.13 Kelvin. 759.13 Kelvin. This is your answer. Why? Because both the surface have same emissivity. That's what we use this formula. That is the solution of this question.
Right. So, welcome to ACE Online. My name is Madhushekar, faculty of ACE Engineering Academy. I am here going to discuss about pre-gate questions, especially from material science, metal forming and sheet metal operations for gate production. Okay, PI paper, production and industrial engineering paper. Now see here one question, the first question here. In open die forging, a disc of height 100 mm and a diameter 250 mm is compressed without any barreling effect. The final height of disc is 50 mm, then final diameter is. See here, listen. The initial disc is like this, okay, initial disc is like this, the diameter of the disc is 250 mm, di is equal to 250 and height hi is equal to 100 mm, okay. This is the initial dimensions of a disc. And by doing an open die forging operation, what we are doing, we are increasing the diameter of the disc and decreasing the height. So final diameter of the disc is not given, so we should calculate this. Final height of the disc is given, 50 mm. Final height of the disc is given 50 mm. So here volumetric change is 0. So volumetric change 0 means initial area, initial height is equal to final area, final height. So it's a cylindrical disc, pi by 4 di square hi is equal to pi by 4 df square hf. So di square hi is equal to df square hf. So I want a final diameter, that is df is equal to di into under root hi by hf. Okay, df is equal to di into under root hi by hf. So di is how much? 250 into under root hi is 100 by 50, that is 2 root 2. 250 into root 2, 1.414. Even without using calculator you will get 250 into 1.5 approximately. 250 into 1.414. So 250 into 1.414. So 353.5 mm. So 353.5 mm. This is the answer for this question. It's a simple question. It's a very simple basic question. Okay now? Next question. Now see here. A 10 mm diameter Brinell hardness indenter produced an indentation of 2.5 mm in a diameter in a steel alloy when a load of 1000 kg was used. The Brinell hardness number. See, Brinell hardness number formula is 2p by pi d into d minus under root d square minus d square. capital D and small d. P is a load in terms of kg, 1000 kg given. Capital D is indenter tool diameter, that is 10 mm. Remember, this is a capital D indenter tool diameter. This is a small d indentation diameter, and 1000 kg is a load. 1000 kg is a load. Okay, now see here, 2 into 1000 kg by pi into diameter is 10 into 10 minus under root 10 square minus 2.5 square. So, by solving this, you will get the answer. Now see here, I am using engineering calculator. First, I will take this one under root 10 square minus 2.5 square. I got this value 9.6824. Okay. Now see here, 10 minus ans, will get this total value. I got 3.175 into 10 into pi, right? So 9.975 got. So 2000 divided by answer, approximately I got 200.4. Okay, 200.4. This is the Brinell hardness number. Unit for this is kg per mm square. So you no need to convert into Newton. Okay, na? The Brinell hardness number, the formula in terms of kg only should take. So 200 is the answer for this question. It's a simple question. Next, the crystal structure of gamma iron austenite is, the crystal structure of gamma iron is a face-centered cubic structure. Simple. The alpha iron is BCC, delta iron is BCC, gamma iron is FCC. Remember this, very, very important this is. Now, a unidirectional continuous glass fiber reinforced epoxy resin composite. So this question is related to composite. In this composite, glass fiber is a reinforcement phase and resin, epoxy resin is a matrix phase. Now, it contains 60% of E-glass. So glass fiber is 60%. Means volume fraction of reinforcement phase is 0.6. That means volume fraction of matrix phase is obviously 0.4. So epoxy resin volume fraction is 0.4. Reinforcement phase is 0.6. Glass is a reinforcement phase material. Okay, na? And Eng's modulus given. Eng's modulus of reinforcement phase is 72.4 gigapascal. Eng's modulus of resin, that is a matrix phase, is 3.1 gigapascal. Both are in gigapascal. The fraction of load carried by the fiber for this composite under isostrain condition. Isostrain condition means longitudinal condition. Strain is constant. Right. So area ratio they are asking. See here, load shared by the reinforcement phase to the load shared by the composite. This fraction they are asking. So the very simple question it is, Eng's modulus of reinforcement phase into volume fraction of reinforcement phase by Eng's modulus of reinforcement phase into volume fraction of reinforcement phase plus Eng's modulus of matrix phase into volume fraction of matrix phase. Okay, here I am using the isostrain condition, for isostrain condition. Okay, na? Remember, Eng's modulus of composite is equal to combination of Eng's modulus of reinforcement is volume fraction, Eng's modulus of matrix phase and volume fraction here. So by taking this formula, by using this formula, you can able to calculate that fraction. Now see here, Eng's modulus of matrix reinforcement phase is 72.4 into 0.6 by 72.4 into 0.6 plus 3.1 into 0.4. So solve this question. will get the fraction. See here 72.4 into 0.6 ANS divided by 72.4 into 0.6 plus 3.1 into 0.4. So, you got 0.9722, 0.9722. I will confirm, yes. So, 0.9722, 72.4 into 0.6 by 72.4, once again I will check, there is a clarity is missing, 72.4 into 0.6 is divided by 72.4 into 0.6 plus 3.1 into 0.4. So, 0.9722, correct. Okay, now 0.97 you can take, 0.97 you can take here, okay, na? Right. Next question. Hot working of metals typically results in the following effects. Hot working. See, stresses are set up in the material. This is absolutely wrong, because in cold working case, okay, residual stresses are generated, not in hot working case. Strength and hardness of metals are decreased, yes. Ductility is going to increase. Surface finish is reduced, correct. Ductility of metal increased. So, 2, 3, 4 is correct. D is the correct answer for this question. So, first statement is wrong. Next, a rectangular blank of size 100 mm into 50 mm with internal hole of size 25 mm is to be made on a 5 mm thick sheet of a steel having ultimate tensile strength and shear strength of 100 and 300 megapascal respectively. Progressive die is used to produce a rectangular blank with a hole inside. The maximum force required. Listen, in case of progressive die, first hole is produced, then blank is produced. Here we are going to make a rectangular blank with the internal hole like this. So, in case of progressive die, first we are making a hole, then blank. So, total maximum force is nothing but F1 max plus F2 max, maximum. F1 max plus F2 max. F1 max is what? To make a hole, how much force is required? That is pi d t into tau u plus F2 max is what? F2 max is perimeter here, 2 into A plus B we should take perimeter. A, this is A I am taking, this is B I am taking, into thickness into tau u. This is the formula we should use, progressive die. So, in case if they mention staggering of punches, then maximum of any one these two we should consider, right. So, here pi into diameter is how much? Internal diameter, internal hole of size 25 mm, thickness of the sheet metal 5 mm, ultimate shear strength is 300 megapascal, okay na, and 2 into 100 plus 50, 150 into thickness is 5 mm into 300. Now, solve this question. Simple question it is. Pi 25 into 5 into 300. In terms of newtons, you'll get here, okay na? Newtons, I am directly writing in kilonewton. So, 117.8 kilonewton, this one, plus this one, 2 into 150 into 5 into 300, that is 450, 2 into 150, 300, okay, 450. right, to 150 into confusing, huh? Now see here, 117.8 plus 450, 567.8, 567.8 kilonewton. So 567.8 kilonewton you'll get, 567.8 kilonewton you'll get. Once again I'll check, 557 or 537, 450 plus 117.8, 567. 567.8 kilonewton will get, correct. Okay now. Next. So these are the questions related to pre-gate of production, right. See two more questions from the material science. See here, an element crystallizes in a structure having FCC unit cell, okay, of an edge length 200 picometer, PM means picometer. If 200 grams of this element contains 24 into 10 power 23 atoms, the density of the element is. So they are asking the density. See, theoretical density formula is, listen carefully, theoretical density formula is rho equal to number of atoms into atomic weight by Avogadro's number into volume of unit cell. This is the formula. In the question, listen carefully, unit cell edge length A is given 200 picometer, that is 200 into 10 power minus 12 meter. So volume of unit cell is equal to A cube, right. So this 200 into 10 power minus 12, we can write it as 2 into 10 power minus 10 meter also, 2 into 10 power minus 10 meter also. So that 2 into 10 power minus 10 whole cube will give you meter cube. So 8 into 10 power minus 30 meter cube, 8 into 10 power minus 30 meter cube, volume of unit cell, 8 into 10 power minus 30 meter cube. So but here in terms of centimeter cube, grams per cc they are asking, that is why I am converting into cc. So volume of unit cell is equal to, okay, 8 into 10 power minus 30 into 10 power 6 centimeter cube. So that 8 into 10 power minus 24 centimeter cube. Volume of unit cell is equal to 8 into 10 power minus 24 centimeter cube. Okay now. Now rho equal to, for FCC structure, the number of atoms inside the unit cell is 4. 4. Atomic weight is given 200 grams for this many number of atoms. How many atoms? 24 into 10 power 23 atoms. For this many number of atoms, this many grams, 200 grams, this many atoms. In 1 gram, 200 by this. Okay na? Into volume of unit cell, that is 8 into 10 power minus 24. So by solving this, what answer you will get? I will check here. Now see here, 4 into 200 ns divided by 24 into 8. So for 4.1 something, by considering these fractions, all these things, you will get 41.6 grams per centimeter cube. So C is the answer for this question. Simple question. Right? Next question. The length of a dislocations Burgers vector in FCC iron, high temperature with a lattice constant, 3.589 angstroms. See, the Burgers vector formula is A by 2 into under root h square plus k square plus L square. In FCC structure, okay, ideal direction, ideal dislocation motion direction is dislocation motion direction is ideal dislocation motion direction is 101 direction family, right. So, HKL is represent 101. So, B cap is equal to 3.589 by 2 into under root 1 square plus 0 square plus 1 square. So, 3.589 by 2 into root 2. So, that 3.589 by root 2, that is 3.589 by 1.414. So, you will get the answer 3.589 divided by 1.414, that is 2.538, that is 2.538. So, that means 2.4 angstroms. Now, understood? So, these are the questions related to PI gate, production and industrial engineering gate questions.
Now see which of the following combination correctly matches the machine element, means some combinations are given here, correctly matches the machine element with its primary function in a machining process, means some combinations are given. Then if we are using the collect or we are using dividing head, lead screw, or again collect, for what purpose we are using, is we are using the collect for thread cutting. In the thread cutting we require collect, no. The collect is a clamping device which is not required in the thread cutting. Then dividing head, indexing, correct. Dividing head means in the indexing is the topic. Guys, the chapter is that milling machine. In the milling you are going to learn the indexing mechanism, and there the dividing head is there. Dividing head is there means we are dividing total the circular disc into the number of small holes we are going to make, and that holes we are going to make at some angle, and this is known as indexing. Then dividing head is required for indexing here. Then the lead screw holding the tool in a place. No, lead screw is converting the rotary motion into the linear motion, and because of that lead screw the workpiece is going to move, or the tool also can move. And collect is for indexing. No, collect is not for indexing. Okay, then correct answer here option B. Yes guys, now see here one wonderful question on the machining here. In the machining operation, the shear angle is 45 degree here. The shear angle we are going to denote by phi is 45 degree. And the rake angle, that is alpha, we are going to denote by 10 degree. Then shear strain during the cutting process is, we have to calculate here the shear strain during the cutting process is shear strain, we have to calculate here shear strain. Okay. Then guys, there is one wonderful formula for shear strain. One simple formula is there. Shear strain formula is equal to cot phi plus tan of phi minus alpha. Then here the cot phi is cot of 45 plus tan of 45 minus of 10. Then you can get the shear strain here. Okay, guys, here we can get the shear strain now. Cot 45, how we can calculate? We can do 1 by tan 45 also, we can do it here and we can calculate. And here the correct answer is shear strain is 1.7. 1.7 is the correct answer. Yes, here the 1.7 means which option is correct here? The option C is correct. Option C is correct. Now see the question, the term L denotes in the nomenclature of grinding wheel. Here the term L denotes in the nomenclature of grinding wheel here. Then what is this position means? First and last number we are not considering. This is the first position, this is second position, this is third position. is in the nomenclature of grinding wheel, what is present at the third position, that is the hardness of grinding wheel, guys. Hardness of grinding wheel we are going to consider in the third position. That is hardness of grinding wheel means either it is the soft wheel is there, or the wheel is hard wheel is there, or some medium wheel is there. That all we are going to denote at the third place. Okay. Yeah, now see this one wonderful question here for the isometric thread. Which thread are there? Isometric thread. Guys, when the metric threads are there, then what are the 2 theta we are using? For metric thread, here the 2 theta is equal to 60 degree, then guys here the theta is equal to 30 degree. We are using M16/3 effective pitch circle diameter. Here the effective, here the pitch circle diameter, PCD, pitch circle diameter is 16.45 with a 3-wire method. Here you can see the 3-wire method in the diagram. The wire diameter, guys, the diameter of wire is equal to 1.732 millimeter. Then the over the wire measurement axis, x we have to calculate here, x we have to calculate, x we have to calculate. Okay. Then guys, we have one wonderful formula here about the pitch circle diameter, and by that formula we can get the value of x. Then I am writing the PCD, that is pitch circle diameter is equal to x minus diameter of wire into 1 plus sine of theta. Now put the value here. Then here, what is the PCD here? Pitch circle diameter 16.45. X we have to calculate what is x here. Over the wire measurement we are seeing as x, but while learning what you are reading, learning the x micrometer reading, what the x we are telling that this x is micrometer reading over the best size wire. Micrometer reading over the best size wire. Here x, the micrometer reading over the best size wire is x. Then here x minus, here I taken the capital DW, here I need to write the capital DW here. Okay. Then the DW is 1.732. Then here 1 plus, what is the sine theta, sine of 30. Sine of 30. Okay. Then what is the answer of x here? The x is 19.048 millimeter. Okay, the x is 19.048 millimeter. Okay, this is the correct answer. But check is we have to give the answer in millimeter. Then the over the wire measurement x is in millimeter we have to write, that is 19.048, round off to 2 decimal places, means you can write here directly 19 millimeter. Okay. Now see here the casting theory question. Which one of the following factor is most directly affects the fluidity of molten metal during a casting operation? Very interesting question here. The fluidity, they are speaking about the fluidity. Fluidity means we are using that fluidity word in the terms of fluids, in the term of liquid or gases. Then which of the following factor, then this melting point temperature, pouring temperature, surface finish, alloy composition here, which is the correct answer. Then is the melting temperature of the molten metal affects the fluidity, means aluminum, copper, steel, iron all have different melting point temperature, and the fluidity is not depend on melting point temperature, but definitely the fluidity is depend on pouring temperature of molten metal. At what temperature we are pouring the molten metal, it is important. In the case of iron, the melting point temperature is 1539. Then instead of 1539, if we are going to pour the molten metal at 1550 or 1600 or 1650 or 1700, if you are going to increase the pouring temperature, if you are going to pour at 1700 degrees centigrade, then guys definitely it is going to affect the fluidity. Means I can say here the fluidity term depend on temperature. Then as the temperature is going to increase, guys, then fluidity is also going to increase. But guys, as the temperature is going to increase, the viscosity is going to reduce. Then here the correct option is powering temperature of molten metal. Next one is, which of the following statement about adhesive bonding is correct? Guys, adhesive bonding means what? Simply we are doing the plywood, we are making the plywood, take two different metal sheets and put the gum in between that. Gum means adhesive, put the adhesive, then it is adhesive bonding. Then here no any plate material is going to melt. It is a thermomechanical joining process. It requires high temperature to activate the adhesive. It can be used to join dissimilar metals. The base metal must be melted. No, it can be used to join the dissimilar materials is the correct answer. It is a thermomechanical joining. No, it is thermomechanical means heat we are not going to supply. Thermo means heat is also mechanical means some forces we have to apply. No, it is wrong. It requires the high temperature to activate adhesive. No, we are not giving any temperature here. We can give the temperature in some cases, but not high temperature we are giving. Then it can be used to join the dissimilar metals. Then correct answer is option C. In which rapid prototyping process of filament of wax or polymer extruded? Guys, this is the question on which topic? Additive manufacturing. This is the question of new topic. Then filament of wax or polymer means we are using either wax or also we can use the polymer means plastic material we are going to extrude here, and the answer is fused deposition modeling. It is not a selective laser sintering. Selective laser sintering is related to sintering of powder. Three-dimensional printing is also related to the powder. Fused deposition modeling, this is the sentence. In the fused deposition modeling, we are extruding the material. Either it is wax, polymer means plastic also we can do. We are doing the extrusion there. We are going to extrude that, means as there is a tube, no any tube, take the example of any tube, either it is a toothpaste tube or any cream tube. When we are going to force the material is coming out, the same way here is also processing is going out. Then here the answer is fused deposition modeling. Next is laminated object manufacturing, means it is like a laminations we are working with the sheets. No, and correct answer is option C, fused deposition modeling. Yeah, this is a question on favorite chapter, non-traditional machining method. Here match the following process with their characteristics. Okay, and here it is not easy question, guys, some tough question is here. Water jet machining. Then in the water jet machining, what we are doing, water jet machining, shaping and treating complex part made of hard material. No, water jet machining, the hard materials it cannot cut. Cutting all type of non-metallic materials. I have doubt here. This answer may be correct. Non-metallic means it can cut the paper, it can cut the plastics, it can cut the rubbers. Then I think option P2 is correct. P2, P2, P2. Oh, great. Here only option 2. Only option A is there where the P2 is given. Therefore, I think option A is correct, but don't be hurry. Next, electric discharge machining. Q1 here written is in the EDM method, the hard material. Yes, the material like hard, extreme hard, high strength material like connecting rod, we can cut it here by using EDM. Then shaping and cutting complex part made of hard materials. Then Q1 is correct. Then R4 chemical machining. Yeah, chemical machining, some part we are going to remove like milling machine, some part. Okay, then shallow removal on a large flat or curved surface. Large flat surface and the shallow removal means only some material from the surface we are going to cut. It is 100% correct, R4. And electrochemical machining 3, that is complex shape with deep cavities. Complex shape with the deep cavities we can make. Then correct answer is option A is the correct answer. Yeah, now see, this is one of the wonderful casting question here. The solidification time of a cube and a sphere, means guys, one is cube and one is sphere of the same material produced through the same sand casting process is found to be equal. Okay, the solidification time of cube and the solidification time of sphere is equal. the side length of cube is A and the radius of sphere is R. Is here if this is the cube as length A. Okay, then guys, here some less space is there, therefore it is not looking like a perfect cube here. Yes, edge length A, and if it is a sphere, then the sphere radius of sphere they given the R is the radius of sphere. Okay, using Sciorino's equation, the ratio of R by A is the ratio of R by A we have to calculate. Then guys, you know that according to Sciorino's equation, the tau is directly proportional to the modulus square. Then I am writing here the modulus of casting square is equal to modulus of sphere square. Therefore, it is modulus of casting is equal to modulus of sphere. Modulus of casting is equal to modulus of sphere. Modulus of casting is volume divided by surface area of casting. And here the volume divided by surface area of sphere. Then guys, what is the volume of casting? Sorry, not casting guys, I am using wrong word. Volume of cube. And here it is volume by surface area of cube and to the sphere. Then here the volume of cube, that is A cube, and the volume of sphere is 6A square. Volume of cube divided by surface area of cube. What is the surface area of cube? Here the 6A square. Then here the volume of sphere. What is volume of sphere? Here 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by surface area of sphere, it is 4 pi r square. Then here you can see the A by 6 is equal to 4 pi, this get cancelled, R by 3, but here I taken the capital R, but here they are using the small r, therefore here I need to write the small r. While teaching I am always taking the capital R. Yes, then here it is, you can see the R by 3. Then here the R by A we have to calculate. Then here you can see R by A is equal to 3 by 6. Is equal to 3 by 6 means it is 1 by 2. Means it is 1 by 2. Then correct answer is option B. 1 by 2. Option B is the correct. 1 by 2. Option B is correct. Okay. Very simple question. Yes, now here you can see one theory question. Which welding defect is directly caused by improper shielding of molten weld pool? Improper shielding of molten weld pool leading to gas contamination. Means shielding, perfect shielding we are not giving, therefore the atmospheric air can enter into the molten metal. Okay, then which is the answer guys? Because when the air is going to enter into the molten metal, then which type of defect we can observe? Either it is a crack, either inclusion, porosity or undercut. Which defect here we can obtain, that we have to check here. Crack is not going to happen because of air is entering into the molten metal. The crack is going to happen because of hardness of weld bead. Inclusion means what is going to include? Some slag particles are going to enter, no. Then next is porosity. Porosity means because of air particles, because of gas particle, the porosity is going to happen. Next is undercut, means less volume of molten metal supplied by the electrode. But guys, here which welding defect is directly caused by improper shielding of molten weld pool? Some air particle, gas particle can enter into the weld pool, and that is known as porosity. Then correct answer is porosity. Option C is correct. Yeah. Now see guys, here one question of CNC machine chapter, it is advanced machining method. The machining operation NC drive system used the following parameter. Here the pitch is given 5 millimeter. Here the BLU is also given 0.025 millimeter. Maximum required velocity is 500 meter per minute. The required number of steps per revolution. Steps, one step is one pulse. Then pulse per revolution means for one revolution of shaft, what the pulses are required, what the steps are required, that we have to calculate. Means x pulses we have to calculate, or also x steps we have to calculate. Okay. Then guys, here in one pulse, the distance traveled, in one pulse, the distance traveled is 0.025 millimeter. Then how many pulses are required to travel a distance of 5 millimeter? Because guys, in one rotation, the distance traveled by work table is pitch, and that is 5 millimeter. Then how many pulses required to rotate the motor shaft once, that we have to calculate. How simple? Do the cross multiplication here. X pulses, here it is 5 divided by 0.025. Okay, then here you can see the correct answer is 200 pulses. Correct answer is 200 pulses. And here I am writing x pulses. This is the answer. Okay, this is the correct answer, that is final answer is 200 pulses. Now see the question of non-traditional machining method chapter. The tool and workpiece is connected to the power source through relaxation circuit. Relaxation circuit means RC circuit, where R is resistor and C is the capacitor. R is that device is known as resistor, that device is known as capacitor, but the resistor is measuring the resistance and capacitor is measuring the capacitance. The discharge voltage is 150 volt, here VD is 150 volt. The average power input required is 1.6 kilowatt, here the power is 1.6 kilowatt. The capacitance in the circuit is 10 microfarad, that is 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad here. The cycle time in microsecond we have to calculate the cycle time. The cycle time is the charging time we are calculating here, TC. And the material removal rate also we have to calculate, MRR also we have to calculate. Okay. Then guys, we have one formula for power is equal to energy divided by cycle time. Then energy is what? 1 by 2 C into VD square divided by TC, that is charging time. Then power is here 1.6 kilowatt, then I am writing here the 1600. 1 by 2 means 0.5 into C is 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 into VD is 150 square divided by here the TC, that TC we have to calculate, TC. Then here guys, we got the answer of TC is equal to 17 to 10 raised to minus 6 second. Then this TC answer is in second, but we have to write in microsecond. Then the correct answer is TC is 70 microsecond. Then here the 70.5, you can see the answer here, 75.5. Okay. Then one answer we got. Next we have to calculate the material removal rate. Material removal rate is equal to 27.4 into power raised to 1.54. This is the standard formula for simplification. This is one standard relation they develop for simplification, but in that relation you have to put the power is in kilowatt. You have to put the power in. This is standard relation they developed, in which the power we have to write in kilowatt here. Then directly power 1.6 kilowatt I am going to write here. And what is the answer for material removal rate in the standard relation? We will get in millimeter cube per minute directly. Millimeter cube per minute directly means if we are going to put the power in kilowatt, then directly we can get it here. Then MRR is 56.50. Okay, this is the MRR. 56.50, correct. Here the option is correct. Okay. Here also we have to calculate in millimeter cube per minute and cycle time is micro per second. We did all the things right. We got here final answer. Now say this is the question. You can say this is very simple question, but the lengthy question is there. Some different concept is also there. Now see a cylindrical riser. The riser cylindrical they given. But in the cylindrical riser, the two type of riser, one is top riser and one is side riser. In here they given h by d is equal to 0.5 here. H by d is equal to 0.5 here. It means that here the diameter is equal to 2 times of h. It means that the diameter is twice of h, means it is the top riser is here. From that data we can say that this is the top riser. Top riser is here, okay. Then this is the dr, means diameter of riser is equal to 2 times height of riser. Is used to feed a circular plate shaped casting whose thickness is half its radius. Is used to feed a circular plate shaped casting, means one circular plate is there, we have to make the casting whose thickness is half its radius. Is I am writing the thickness of casting is equal to half its radius, means this thickness is half of radius, means this is the radius of casting divided by 2. Its thickness is radius of casting divided by 2. The riser diameter is 2/3 the diameter of casting. The diameter of riser is equal to 2/3 of diameter of casting. The riser is placed on the top of the casting at its center. The freezing ratio is, we have to calculate here the freezing ratio we have to calculate. Freezing ratio is, guys, the freezing ratio is modulus of riser divided by modulus of casting is the formula, and that freezing ratio we have to calculate. Now to get the value of freezing ratio, first we will calculate separately the modulus of riser, then we can calculate the modulus of casting. Then here the modulus of riser is equal to volume of riser by volume of casting, but no need to worry about that. Directly we are taking the d by 6. Directly we are taking d by 6, means here the diameter of riser divided by 6 we can write. And what is the diameter of riser? Here you can see that the diameter of riser is 2 by 3 into diameter of casting divided by 6. Okay, diameter of riser here 2 by 3 into diameter of casting. Then here in that calculation you can see that this modulus of riser is equal to diameter of casting divided by 9. Okay, this is 1, this 3 into 3, 9. It is very important, guys. I want to write down here square bracket. This formula, this answer is very important, because to calculate the freezing ratio here we need to put, then modulus of riser is equal to diameter of casting divided by 9. Now the modulus of casting we have to calculate, which is really challenging task here. It is not easy. Modulus of casting is equal to volume by surface area, guys. Okay, volume by surface area. Now separately again we need to calculate the volume here, and we need to calculate the surface area also. In here volume of casting we have to calculate. Now see what is the shape of that casting? Disc shaped casting is there. A circular plate shaped casting. Circular plate is there. Means one disc shaped casting is there, and what is the volume of that disc shaped casting? Pi by 4 d square into thickness. Pi by 4 d square, that is diameter of casting, square into thickness or height, we can say that thickness or height into this thickness. okay, into this thickness. Then guys, here the into I am writing the thickness of casting. Therefore, it is pi by 4 diameter of casting square into the thickness of casting is what? Radius of casting by 2. Just see how I am writing the radius of casting by 2, but I want to convert into the diameter of casting. Here modulus of riser I written in DC by 9, diameter of casting by 9. Here also I need to convert into the diameter. Okay, then guys, the radius is equal to what? The diameter by 2. Therefore, here I am writing the diameter of casting divided by this 2 into 2, 4. Then thickness is diameter of casting divided by 4. Then this thickness is diameter of casting divided by 4. This is the thickness here. Okay. Now here you can see, here we can write here the volume is pi by 60 into dc cube, pi by 16 into dc cube. Okay, pi by 16 into dc cube. Okay, otherwise no need to write the cube also, simply pi by 16 dc square into dc also we can write, because there are some eliminations are there. Therefore, some eliminations here same we can also put like that. You can do anything simple, you can put like that also. Okay. Now this volume of casting we calculated. Now the surface area of casting we have to calculate here. The surface area of casting we have to calculate. Okay. Then guys, here what happened? Here one relation you can see here. Riser diameter. Here this one important relation is there. Riser diameter is 2/3 of diameter of casting. Therefore, guys, here the riser diameter is there, na, is very big. In all the cases, we are neglecting that. Okay, we are neglecting that. But here it is very big. We need to consider it. Then, what is the volume of casting? Now, see here. What is the volume of casting? Or what is the surface area? If it is a disc shaped casting, then what? Yeah. And here is the riser, you can see. Means, guys, you can see that this bottom is transferring heat. This curved area is also transferring heat, the top is also transferring heat, but in the top this area is not transferring heat. This area is question mark here, this area is not transferring heat. Means therefore, to calculate the surface area, in all the cases what we are taking the top area, that is a pi by 4 dc square we are taking. I am also writing here the pi by 4 dc square, diameter of casting square, that is a top area. Bottom area is pi by 4 d square, then I am multiplying by 2. But here in this case, here the diameter of riser is very big. Therefore, for the top, which area is transferring heat? Pi by 4 d square minus this pi by 4 into diameter of riser square that we have to take. We are never taking that. But in some cases, I said that in the classroom, I said that sometime we need to, if it is mentioned in the question or some data is like that, then we need to consider the dimension of riser also. Then here only this portion plus this portion we got it here. Okay, why? Because here they gave the relation between the riser, diameter of riser and diameter of casting, they given the relation. Therefore, we need to consider it. And it is not transferring it. Here surface area means what? Surface area of casting transferring the heat. Then this is not transferring heat. This is the question mark, not transferring heat. This plus this is this area. Plus, guys, bottom is transferring heat. Therefore, I am writing the pi by 4 dc square plus curved area. This vertical lines means that curved area is also transferring heat. Then what is the curved area? Pi d into thickness. Then pi d diameter of casting into thickness of casting. Correct? Now put all the values here. Guys, here I am writing the pi by 4 dc square minus pi by 4 diameter of riser is 2 by 3 into diameter of casting. 2 by 3 into diameter of casting, then it is diameter of casting square, here 2 square, 3 square, because diameter of riser is 2 by 3 into diameter of casting, plus pi by 4 diameter of casting square plus pi diameter of casting into thickness of casting. Thickness is diameter of casting by 4. Okay. Well, guys, here which term I can take the common? Just see, I can take the common term pi by 4 dc square. I can take here pi by 4 dc square, I can take the common here. Pi by 4 dc square, I can take the common. Okay. Then here pi by 4 dc square I taken common, therefore I am writing 1. Here pi by 4 dc square, remaining is 2 square, that is 4 by 9 is remaining, plus pi by 4 dc square I taken common 1. Here also pi by 4 dc square I taken 1 common. Yeah, now it is simple. Then here pi by 4 dc square, and here 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 minus 4 by 9, then it is 3 minus 4 by 9. Then here the guys surface area is 9 into 3, 27, minus 4, 23 by 9, 23 by 9 into pi by 4 dc square. This is the surface area. Now volume also we have here, surface area also we have. Now write the modulus of casting here. Then modulus of casting is equal to volume by surface area. Then again write here the value of volume here, pi by 4 dc square, pi by 4 dc square into dc by 4 divided by here the surface area 23 by 9, 23 by 9 into pi by 4 dc square. Okay, now see, now see this pi by 4 dc square got cancelled, and for that big question we are near to our answer here. Then here it is 9 dc divided by 23 into 4, 9 dc divided by 92. Now we have to calculate the freezing ratio. Freezing ratio is equal to modulus of riser divided by modulus of casting. Here the modulus of riser we calculated, that is a dc by 9, and here it is 9 dc by 92. Then here 92 dc get cancelled, 92 divided by 81. Now 92 by 81, what is the answer here? 92 by 81, the answer is 1.135. Answer is 1.135. This is the answer. Which correct option here? The option D is correct. Okay, critical question is there, and we got very easily the solution. And guys, listen, if we are not considering, if some student are considering this area of heat transfer in the surface area, if they are considering that, means only they are writing the pi by 4 dc square, they are not writing this term, then they will get the answer of 1.34, okay, which is the wrong. Understood? With this wonderful question is completed here. Now see the turning question here. In a turning operation, the function of chip breaker is to chip breaker, very easy. Guys, here you can see the tool. And here we are going to use one block here, and that block is known as chip breaker. Then what is the correct answer here? Is when the chip is going to flow over the rig face of the tool, and because here the chip is going to bend, means if already the crack is present, then that crack is going to increase here. Okay. Then here in a turning operation, the function of chip breaker is to, what is the function? An obstruction attached to the face of tool, a hammer used to break the chip. No, we are not using the hammer. The coolant forced under pressure on the chip. Okay, this is the not a function of chip breaker. Reduce the tool wear. No, first option is correct. An obstruction attached to the face of tool. Chip breaker means one obstruction here attaching to the face of tool. This is the correct answer.
Dear student, this is Dr. G. Balaraju, Professor of Mechanical Engineering. I am going to present the solutions for pre-GATE 2025 IM and OR subject. I am hoping you have performed very well in pre-GATE. So if you have done very well, same tempo you can continue. suppose if you have any mistakes in pre-gate, just try to rectify in gate 2025. The main objective of pre-gate is only for time management and for checking, like assessment. So anyways, coming to IM and OR subject, so you may be having highest weightage in PI paper. So let us have solution for our pre-gate. In MRP, if the inventory holding cost is very low, and ordering cost is very high, which one of the following lot sizing techniques should be used? So if you order very frequently, then definitely ordering cost is going to be very high. So when the ordering cost is very high means what we do? We restrict the number of orders. So only one order is generally allowed, because moreover inventory holding cost is not having that much value. So better you can have stock. So where we have this kind of provision? Single lot technique. So answer is single lot technique. Next question. The total number of decision variables in a transportation model of m source and n destination. So number of decision variables m into n. So answer is m into n. What about m plus n? M plus n is nothing but number of constraints. M square means number of decision variables in assignment model. M plus n minus 1 nothing but number of allocations. Here the question is SPT rule, shortest processing time rule. First you have to get the sequence. SPT sequence you can get first. What is the SPT sequence? Shortest processing time, second job as shortest processing time, then next fourth job, third job and first job. So 2, 4, 3, 1 you can arrange in this order: job, processing time and flow time. 2, 4, 3, 1, processing times 5, 7, 8, 18, 5, 12, 20, 38. Sigma Fj 4, 6, 7, 75. So F bar is equal to 75 divided by 4. So how much it is? 18.75. F bar is equal to 18.75. For a process which is in a state of statistical control within plus or minus T sigma, estimated process standard deviation sigma is equal to mm. Okay, sigma was given 2 mm. And specifications are mentioned. So what about specifications? Specifications are customer specifications 18 plus or minus 6. So that means USL is equal to 86. LSL, lower specification limit, is equal to 80 minus 6, 74. USL and LSL. CP you have to find out. So CP formula, CP is equal to USL minus LSL divided by 6 sigma. So what is USL? 86 minus 74 divided by 6 into 2. So 6 minus 4, 2. 12 by 12, 1. CP is equal to 1. So answer is 1. Next question, break-even analysis. In the break-even analysis is a very simple question. So what we have to find out? The most economical process we have to find out. The most economical process. So the most economical process means minimum total cost. So total cost we can estimate. Q is equal to, first of all, what is the Q value? Q is equal to 50. Q is equal to 50. Total cost is equal to FC plus VC into Q. Just you can take total cost of 1, total cost of 2, total cost of 3, total cost of 4. 2000 plus 150 into 50. So if you calculate how much it is, 2000 plus 1000, this is 7500, is equal to 9500. Total cost of 2, 5000 plus 50 into 50. This is equal to 7500. Total cost of 3, 4000 plus 100 into 50, 9000. Total cost of 4000 plus 200 into 50, it is 11,000. So where we have minimum value 2, 2 is the best. Total cost of 2 is equal to 7500. So 2 is the most economical process. Okay, next question. Shortest possible average tardiness. Shortest possible average tardiness. So minimum F bar means SPT rule. Minimum T bar. So which rule we have to use? EDD rule. So first get the EDD sequence. EDD sequence. Minimum due date job we can take first. R is the minimum due date. Next minimum due date 11, that is P job. Next Q, RPQ. Next T, S, U. RPQTSU is the EDD sequence. RPQ. So job, TJ, FJ, due date, lateness, FJ minus DJ, tardiness, maximum of 0 comma lateness. So what is the sequence we got? R, P, Q, RPQ, TSU. The corresponding times you can take 6, 5, 9, 7, 11, 15. Due date values 7, 11, 19, 20, 21, 22. Am I right? 659, 659, yeah, right. RP 659, Q value 9, right. T 7, yes, correct. Then take the flow time. 6 plus 5 11, 11 plus 9 20, 27, 38, 38 plus 15, 53. And lateness 6 minus 7 minus 1, 11 minus 11 0, 20 minus 19 1, 7, and here it is 17, and 53 31. Tardiness 0 0 1 7 17 31. Sigma Tj, so sigma Tj is equal to 8 9 7 16. 56. So T bar is equal to 56 divided by how many jobs are there? 6 jobs. So 56 by 6, how much it is? 9.33. So T bar is equal to 9.33. So round up to 2 decimal. Anyway, 9.33 we can take. Next question. The annual demand for an item is 8,000 units. So D is equal to 8,000 units. Units. Order quantity is equal to Q is equal to 500 units. Holding cost CC is equal to 20% of unit cost per annum. So 20% of unit cost per annum. So what is the unit cost? 100 rupees. So 0.2 into 100. Ordering cost C naught is equal to 400 per order. 400 per order. What is the question? If the current order quantity changed to EOQ, so if the current order quantity changed to EOQ, the saving. Because saving is equal to generally inventory cost at Q, inventory cost at EOQ. If you compare, inventory cost at EOQ is always lower side. So the difference is nothing but saving. So get the total inventory cost at Q. Total inventory cost at Q is equal to 500. Which equation we are going to use? Q by 2 into Cc plus D by Q into C naught. So Q value 500. 500 by 2 into 0.2 into 100 plus D by Q. So D value 8000 divided by 500 into C naught 400. So if you simplify this, how much it is? 11,400. This value is equal to 11,400. Next, total inventory cost at EOQ. So which equation we are going to use? Under root 2D C naught Cc. Just substitute 2 into 8000 into 400 into 0.2 into 100. It is around 11,313. Saving is equal to 11,400 minus 11,313. It is around 86.29. So 86.29 is the answer. Okay, next question. This question has 3 variables. Simplex method we have to use. First you have to convert into standard LP. The Z value in the next table. So standard LP first you have to get. Standard LP. First constraint S1, second constraint S2. So maximize Z is equal to 100x1 plus 50x2 plus 30x3 plus 0s1 plus 0s2. First constraint subjected to 4x1 plus 2x2 plus x3 plus s1 plus 0s2 is equal to how much? 100. x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus 0s1 plus s2 is equal to 30. And get the first table. Row basic x1, x2, x3, s1, s2, RHS ratio R0, Z, R1, R2, S1, S2. Minus 100, minus 50, minus 100, minus 50, minus 30, 0, 0, 0. And first constraint coefficients 4, 2, 1, 1, 0. RHS value 100. Second constraint 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 30. 4, 2, 1, 1, 1, right. The most negative element is an entering variable. So x1 is an entering variable. Least positive ratio 100 by 4, 25. 30 by 1, 30. Least positive ratio is a leaving variable. So S1 is a leaving variable. X1 is an entering variable. So what we do? In place of S1 we substitute x1. This 4 you have to convert into 1. This 100 you have to convert into 0. So what is the row operation required? Row basic x1, x2, x3, s1, s2, RHS ratio. Okay, first of all pivot row. What is the pivot row? This R1 by 4, then we will get R1 dash. R1 by 4 you have to do. So in place of S1 we can write X1, 4 by 4 1, 2 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 0, 25. So Z value only our interest. So how to convert minus 100 as 0? So what is the row operation required? R0 plus 100 times of R1 dash, then we will get R0 dash Z. Don't bother about these elements, no need to take these elements, it's like 0 and I am not interested in this, only RHS value I am interested. So 2500, so Z is equal to 2500, Z is equal to 2500 is the answer. Don't waste the time. So Z is equal to 2500. What about options? So in the given options, option C is the right answer. Actually the question is, what is the Z value in the second table? Next question, a project consists of 12 activities, the total float and free float of activity E are respectively. So here this question, what we do, first we have to draw the diagram. So which diagram you have to construct? AY diagram. A has no condition, B has no condition, C after A, D after A, E after B, F after B, G after C, H after C, I after DE, so DE both we can merge so that we will get I, J after F, K after G, L after H, and this I you can connect into the last. This is a diagram, just check it out. A before nothing, B before nothing, C before A, D before A, E before B, F before B, G before C, H before C, I before DE, right, J before F, K before G, L before H, and even numbers we can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Duration you can substitute A7, B5, C10, D5, E8, F6, G5, H4, I10, J5, K8, L9. So what is critical path in this? Just by observation you can get the critical path. A, C, H, L, H, L, and one more path, 9 plus 4, 13, 8 plus 5, like a G, K. There are two critical paths in the diagram, AC, G, K, AC, H, L, and get the critical event values 0, 0, 7, 7, 17, 17, 22, 22, 30, 30, at the seventh event, 17 plus 4, 21, 21. And what are the events left over? Third event left over, fifth event and eighth event. What is our question? E, total float and free float of activity E. So we have to get third event as well as fifth event. So third event values, you can make use of forward pass, 0 plus 5, 5, 5 plus 8, 13, 7 plus 5, 12. So which one you can take? Maximum 13. Reverse, 30 minus 10, 20. Here how much? 20 will get. 30 minus 20. And here it is 20 minus 8, 12. Activity E 3 to 5. So activity E 3 to 5. E duration 8, 5, 12, 13, 20. So total float first you have to calculate. Total float is equal to 20 minus 5 difference. 20 minus 5 minus 8, 7. Free float is equal to total float minus slacked head event. 20 minus 13. So 0. So what is the answer? 7 comma 0. Of course it is a lengthy question because of diagram. 7 and 0. Option C. So diagram is somewhat maybe lengthy, not complex, it is a lengthy only. Next question is a reliability question. You know very well reliability, how do you manage? So this is generally when we have a reliability, these are series, and if you combine this parallel. So first you multiply this. What about this resultant? R say S1 is equal to 0.5 into 0.7. So 0.5 into 0.7, how much it is? 0.35. RS2 0.75 into 0.4. 0.75 into 0.4, it is 0.3. So these two things are becoming parallel. So when we have a parallel, so what is the equivalent? So what is the R1? 0.8. This is 0.8. R1 is equal to 0.8. So these two components, how much it is? RS1 0.35, RS2 0.3, here 1 or 6.5. First you can take this parallel, we convert into equivalent. Say RP is equal to 1 minus 0.35 into 1 minus 0.3, 1 minus 0.65. This one is 0.7. How much it is? So 0.65 into 0.7 and 1 minus, if you take this, this is equal to 0.545. 0.545 you will get, and 3 components in series. R1 is equal to 0.8 and we had this RP1 is equal to 0.545. Last one, R6 is equal to 0.5. The total system, R system is equal to, so 0.8 into 0.545 into 0.5. So total value, how much? The total value is equal to 0.8 into 0.545 into 0.218. So it is equal to 0.22. So answer is 0. The system reliability is equal to 0.22. Okay, next question. Three products PQR manufactured in a plant, and multi-product problem. Break even, we have to, for multi-product problem, what we are going to do? Break even sales. What is the formula for break even sales? Break even sales is equal to FC divided by P by V ratio. So we have to use this formula. Break even sales is equal to FC divided by P by V ratio. What is P by V ratio? Total revenue minus total variable cost divided by total revenue. First I am finding P by V ratio. P by V ratio is equal to total revenue minus total variable cost divided by total revenue. So total revenue, how much total revenue? 1000 into 20. 1000 into 20 plus 800 into 18 plus 1500 into 30. Total revenue. This is equal to 79,400. Total variable cost. Total variable cost is equal to 1000 into 15 plus 800 into 10 plus 1500 into 20. It is 53,000. P by V ratio 79,400 minus 53,000 divided by 79,400. So it is equal to 0.332. And coming to break even sales is equal to FC divided by P by V ratio. What is FC value? FC value 2 lakhs divided by 0.332, it is equal to rupees 6 lakhs 2,409. Option 6 lakhs 2,409. Okay, it is around, so which option is matching? Nearest option A. Next, an initial cost of equipment is rupees 2 lakhs. Its salvage value at the end of economic life period 5 years. So initial cost P is equal to 2 lakhs. Salvage value SV is equal to 50,000. N is equal to 5 years. Straight line method, first I am applying straight line method. Straight line method. According to straight line method, depreciation is equal to P minus SV by N. 2 lakhs minus 50,000 divided by 5, 30,000. Book value at the end of third year. So BV3 is equal to P minus 3D. So 2 lakhs minus 3 into 30,000. It is equal to 1,10,000. 1,10,000. This is actually straight line method. So coming to SOI method, sum of years digit method. According to this method, we are using SOI, sum of years. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, 15. And year, annual depreciation, book value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 lakhs. What is the multiplication factor? 5 by 15. 4 by 15, 3 by 15, 2 by 15, 1 by 15. So in SOA method, the factors are changing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What about this P minus SP? P minus SP means 2 lakhs minus 50,000. It is equal to 50,000. This is 40,000. 30,000. 20,000. 10,000. Variable annual depreciation you will get 2 lakhs minus 50,000, 1 lakh 50,000, 1 lakh 10,000. So actually the question is book value at the end of third year. 1 lakh 10,000 minus 30,000, 80,000. Next 60,000, 50,000. So what is a BV3? BV3 is equal to 80,000. BV3 is equal to 80,000. Already we had book value 1 lakh 10,000. The question is the difference of book values at the end of third year using straight line method and sum of years method. So what is the difference? Difference of book values. Difference of book values 1 lakh 10,000 minus 80,000. So 30,000 is the answer. Okay, it is actually fill in the blank question. So what is the answer? 30,000. Next, this question from bill of materials, like a MRP. The number of components of C needed to produce 20 units of P. C, where C we had? Here we got C, here we got C. How many places we got C? 3 places. So 3 times you can add. Sorry, we are going to take the paths and after that you can add. Okay, to produce P. How many units of P? 20 units of P. To produce 20 units of P, number of units of C is equal to CAP plus CDAP plus CBP. CAP, CDAP, CBP, CAP. So 5 into 3 into 20 plus CDAP 2 into 3 into 3, 2 into 3 into 3 into 20 plus 2 into 4 into 20. So how much? 5 into 3 into 20, 300 plus 360 plus 160. Okay, total value 820 units. So 820. So answer is option C, 820. Okay, so that's all about IM and OR. Anything left over? Okay, so I wish you all the best for your GATE 2025.
Hello students, I am Dr. Manikumar, Mathematics faculty in ACE Engineering Academy. Okay, now we are going to discuss pre-GATE mathematics questions and solutions. This is, we'll discuss the questions one by one. You see the first problem. The area of a region bounded by a parabola y minus 2 whole square is equal to x minus 1, comma, the tangent to the parabola at 2, 3 and x-axis. Actually here 3 curves given. One curve is a parabola, second one is a tangent to the parabola at a point 2, 3 and third one is x-axis. The region bounded by these three curves area we are asking. How? Say this. Try to better you try to draw the diagram. From the diagrammatic view, okay, you can get the solution easily. Now coming to okay, say generally y minus 2 whole square is equal to x minus 1 parabola you try to draw. Okay, one general hint, a small hint I will give, already you know. Generally y square is equal to x parabola, how it is? Y square is equal to x. What is the shape of this parabola? Like this only, is it? With foci on x-axis. Suppose y square is equal to x minus 1 means, y square is equal to x minus 1 means same parabola, it moves 1 unit towards a positive x-axis. It moves 1 unit towards positive x-axis or not? That is nothing but, suppose if it is 0, if it is 1, if it is 2 like this. So y square is equal to x minus 1 means it moves 1 unit towards positive x-axis like this or not? But here given parabola is y minus 2 whole square is equal to x minus 1. Y minus 2 whole square means same parabola, it moves same parabola, y square is equal to x minus 1, this curve it moves 2 units towards positive y-axis. Is it right or not? So same parabola, it moves 2 units towards positive y-axis. I will draw here, you see this solution. I will change the color. Say this is 0, approximately 1, here 1, 2. So you say this. See, y square is equal to x minus 1, same parabola, it moves 2 units towards positive y-axis. If it moves 2 units towards positive y-axis means what it is? Approximate shape of the curve is nothing but, just a minute. You can take like this here. Rough parabola is like this. Is it right or not? So this is a curve y minus 2 whole square is equal to x minus 1. Next. Now point 2 comma 3, approximately point 2 comma 3 lies here. Point 2 comma 3 approximately it lies here. This is a point 2 comma 3, x2 y3. See, you can draw the tangent, you can draw the tangent of this parabola at this point. If I draw the tangent, okay, tangent is approximately, I am taking like this. Draw the tangent at this point. Okay, approximately I am drawing the tangent. So this is a point of intersection. Another, now you say this. What is the tangent? Okay, I will try to develop the tangent also. What is the tangent generally? Tangent is nothing but, already I know the point y minus y1. Tangent is nothing but a straight line or not. So y minus y1 is equal to, apply straight line equation, y minus x1 y1. This is the tangent is passing through the point 2, 3. So y minus 3 is equal to m into x minus x1 or not. So this is y minus y1 is equal to equation of tangent I am writing here. Equation of tangent is y minus y1 is equal to x1 y1 point, y minus y1 is equal to m into, what is m? M is nothing but the slope. Slope is nothing but dy by dx or not? Okay, dy by dx at 2 comma 3 into x minus x1. So you find dy by dx of this curve separately. What is the curve? Y minus 2 whole square is equal to x minus 1. Derivative with respect to x1. So what is, so this is nothing but 1 by 2 into y minus 2. Is it? 1 by 2 into y minus 2 or not? dy by dx at a point 2 comma 3 required or not? At a point 2 comma 3 means 1 by substitute x2 and y3 I have to substitute. At a derivative at a point 2 comma 3, slope at a point 2 comma 3, slope of the tangent at a point 2 comma 3. That is nothing but 1 by 2 into y3 means 3 minus 2 is 1 or not? 1 by 2 into that is nothing but 1 by 2. Yes. Now here y minus 3 is equal to what is slope of tangent? Y minus 3 is equal to 1 by 2 into x minus 2. That implies what it is? Y minus 2 is equal to what it is? Y minus 2 is equal to y minus 2. Sorry, y minus 3 na? Y minus 3 is equal to 1 by 2 means that is 2 into y minus 3. Okay, I will write it again. X minus 2. That implies 2y minus 6 is equal to x minus 2. That implies 2y minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. Is it right or not? 2y minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. So, this is one equation. This is the equation of a tangent 2y minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. Clear or not? Now, what they are asking? They are asking the area bounded by these three curves. So, this is a curve, this is a curve, this is a tangent and this is x-axis. This area they are asking finally. This region. Is it right or not? Region bounded by these three curves. So, what is the easy way to find the area? So, do one thing. You can find already here 2 comma 3, up to 2 comma 3 is there here or not? So, this region area required. Either along x-axis boundary or along y-axis boundary, your choice. Here, finding area along y-axis boundary, it saves your time because see this, along y-axis if I take directly, here I will take the, first I will write the point of intersection. Already x-axis means, see y is 0 obviously. When y is 0, this is the point of intersection of x-axis and this curve. X-axis and this curve means x-axis equation is y is equal to 0 or not. If I substitute y is equal to 0, this is nothing but 4. 4 is equal to x minus 1 means x is equal to 5 or not. This is a point 5 comma 0. This is a point 5 comma 0. Substitute y is equal to 0, here we will get x. Okay. Now, this region required. Area of this region. How to find the area of this region? Area of required region is equal to integral. So, y limits, so that y I am taking, see, y limits I am taking a boundary limits, y starts from 0, y ends at 3. Y starts from 0 to 3. Y is equal to 0 to 3 means complete y limits. So, area under this curve means this parabola minus area under this tangent. Okay? Area under this parabola minus area under the tangent. What is the area under the parabola? What is the parabola? So, we are finding integration with respect to y means, we have to write a function of y. Function of y means what it is? So, area under this parabola means what is x? X is equal to y minus 2 whole square plus 1. This is y minus 2 whole square plus 1 dy. Y minus 2 whole square plus 1. I will take the bracket here like this. Whole square plus 1 minus area means x in terms of y we have to write. So, because we are integrating with respect to y, because we are taking along y-axis boundary, not along. Generally we are taking the limits x is equal to a to x is equal to b, but here we have taken y limits. We have taken y limits means instead of function of x, we have to write the function of y. Instead of f of x, we have to take f of y. So that I have converted x in terms of y, x is equal to f of y form. Okay, minus area under this line. What is that line? X is equal to 2y minus 4. Is it right or not? X is equal to 2y minus 4. 2y minus 4 dy. Clear or not? So that integral y is equal to 0 to 3. What it is? Y square minus 4y plus 4 plus 1 plus 5 minus 2y, is it? Plus 4 dy. Y is equal to 0 to 3. Y square minus 6y, is it? Plus 9, plus 9 dy. Integrate y cube by 3 minus 6y square by 2 plus 9y. Limits are from 0. Lower limit no need to substitute because lower limit is 0. Upper limit 27 by 3. Y cube means 3 cube. 3 cube 27 by 3 means 9. Minus 2 will cancel in 6 3 times. Y square means that is 9. Okay. 3 into 9. 27. Plus again 9 into 3, that is also 20. 27, 27 both will cancel, 9 remains. 9 square units is the answer since it is a area. Clear or not? So 9 square units means which option is right? 9 square units means which option is right? Option B is correct. Is it right or not? Okay? Right. Clear or not? Now coming to the next problem. Which of the following statements is or? Is or means this is MSQ question. So MSQ question means we have to verify all the options, more than one option may be correct. So here directly these are properties of rank, no need to give any explanation. Directly you see the properties, go to the properties of rank. Properties of rank of a matrix. Rank of AB is equal to rank of A plus rank of B. Not only equal, it is less than also. Already one property is there. Rank of A plus B is less than or equal to rank of A plus rank. Direct property. Again, rank of A minus B related property also there. Rank of A minus B is greater than or equal to rank of A minus rank of B. Already option D is there. So less than or equal, this is wrong. Only equal to also wrong. So which options are correct? Options B and D both are correct. Clear or not? Coming to the next problem. 2 boxes contains 10 chips. 10 chips each. Numbered 1 to 10. Means there are 2 boxes. Means try to understand. There are 2 boxes. Box 1. Okay. In box 1 there are 10 chips numbered 1 to 10. In box 2 also. In box 2 also there are 10 chips numbered 1 to 10. This is the data. And one chip is drawn from each box. One chip is drawn from each box means from first box you have drawn one chip, and in from second box also say one more chip you have drawn. Means what it is, if you draw one chip out of 10 chips in box 1, it can be done in 10C1 ways. And each say this, 2 chips done, say, and one chip is drawn from each box means you have drawn one chip from first box and one chip from second box. So what it is? So that 10C1 here and 10C1. So product operation or not? So what is N of S? Means number of elements in sample space contains 10C1 into 10C1. That is 10C1 value 10 only. 10 into 10, that is 100 is a denominator. Now coming to the numerator. Numerator is a favorable case. What is the favorable case? Favorable cases always comes from the question only or not? The probability that the sum of the numbers on the drawn chips is greater than 4. Means if you draw, already you have drawn one chip here and one chip here. The numbers, sum of the numbers means the number on first chip plus the number on second chip should be greater than 4. Greater than 4 means it may be 5 or 6 or okay, any number. So, possible cases, first say this. This is first box, second box chips. First box chips are numbered from 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Second box chips also numbered from 1 to up to 10. Say this. If you draw number 1 from first box and number 1 from second box, what is 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1 is 2. But number should be greater than 4 means it is not my favorable case. So, what are non-favorable cases I will try to write first, because many favorable cases comes here. If you remove non-favorable cases, remaining all are favorable cases or not. I will try to write non-favorable cases. 1, 1, ordered pair 1, 1 means 1 on first and 1 on second, because 1 plus 1 is sum 2, but sum should be greater than 4 means it must be 5 or more than 5. Okay. And 1, 2 also not my favorable case, 1 plus 2. And 1 plus 3 also not my favorable case, because 1 plus 3 is 4. Number should be greater than 4. Okay. But 1 plus 4 is a favorable case, because 1 plus 4 is 5. So, next. Similarly, 2, 1 is not my favorable case, 2, 1. Okay. 2 from the first box and 1 from the second box. Okay. Like that. 2, 2, it is not my favorable case. 2 plus 2 is 4 only. Again 2, 3 is my favorable case. Now coming to 3, 1. 3, 1 is also not my favorable case. 3 plus 1, 4 only. But 3, 2 is again a favorable case. 3, 3 is also, so from here onwards remaining all are favorable cases, because 3, 2 onwards, 3, 2, if I take an ordered pair 3, 2, sum is 5. Okay, sum 5 means it is my favorable case. Starting from the ordered pair 3, 2, remaining all are my favorable cases. So, these 6 only are non-favorable cases. So, total how many such cases? Total 100. How many? Sample space contains how many possibilities? 100 possibilities. Out of 100, how many are non-favorable? 6 are non-favorable. Means remaining 94 are my favorable cases. Numerator is a part of the denominator only or not? So, here favorable cases. Here number of favorable cases. So, other than these 6, remaining all are my favorable cases. Number of favorable cases. N of, generally we are denoting it as N of 94. Out of 100, 6 are non-favorable means remaining 94 are. Therefore, what is the required probability? Required probability is equal to 94 by 100. Is it? 94 by 100 means 0.94 is the answer. Clear or not? This is option, the numerical model question 0.94, round off 2 decimal places. Okay. Coming to the next problem. Consider the following system of linear equations. If the system has a system of 3 equations with 3 unknowns given, if the system has at least one solution means what is the meaning? Here there is no question of no solution. At least one solution means maybe the system may contain either unique solution or infinite number of solutions. At least one solution, then the value of lambda. So, one unknown lambda we have to find. So, this is Ax is equal to B model, so that you can take augmented matrix AB. AB augmented matrix AB is nothing but what it is, 3 minus 1, 4, 1, 2, minus 3, 6, 5 lambda. Just you take a line like this, just that is a, okay. So, after this line, these are RHS, this is column B, 3 minus 2 minus, is it right? This is A, this is B. Okay, not required, just for clarity, you just keep it in your mind. Now, first you convert it into echelon form. R2 implies 3R2 minus R1, is it? R3 implies R3 minus 2R1. Use first row to operate the remaining all rows. 3R2 minus R1, R3 minus 2R1. Yes, right. Don't touch the first row because we are not operating first row. Now coming to the second row, this is 0. 3R2 minus R1 means 0 or not? 3R2 means 3 into 2, 6. Minus of minus plus, that is plus 1. 6 plus 1, 7. Next, 3 into minus 3, minus 9. Minus 9 minus 4, is it right or not? Minus 9 minus 4, minus 13. Next, 3 into minus 2, minus 6. Minus 6 minus 3, that is minus 9. Clear? 3 into minus 2, minus 6. Minus 6 minus 3, minus 9, right. Now, R3 minus 2R1, this is 0. 2 into 3 is 6, 6 minus 6, 0. 5. 5 plus 2 will get 7. Next, lambda minus 8, I think, is it? Minus 2R1 means yes. Lambda minus 8. Now, what about B column vector? R3 minus 2R1 means minus 3, minus 6. Minus 3, minus 6, minus 9. Clear? Next, I have to make this element as 0 or not. For that, you can apply the operation. You can apply the operation, that is use the second row to operate the third row. R3 implies next. R3 implies what it is? R3 minus R2 or not? R3 minus R2. What it is? 3 minus 1, 4, 3. Next, 0, 7 minus 13 minus 9. 0, 7 minus 13 minus 9. Next, 0, 0, 0, 0. 11 minus 8 plus 13. Minus 8, lambda minus 8 plus 13 means lambda plus 5. Next, minus 9 plus 9 will get 0. Yes. Already hint given, system has at least one solution. At least one solution means system is consistent. System consistent means Ax is equal to B model of system consistent means compulsory rank of A must be equal to rank of AB. Suppose, say this. Given Ax is equal to B has at least one solution. At least one solution means when it is possible, that implies rank of A must, it is a consistent system. Consistent system means rank of A must be equal to rank of AB. So, rank of A must be equal to rank of AB means when it is possible. Suppose if lambda plus 5 is equal to 0, then rank of A, up to this is A, up to this is A, including last column B, already you know. If lambda plus 5 is equal to 0, rank of A is 2 and rank of AB is also 2. System is consistent means it has at least one solution. That implies only option is when it is possible rank of A, rank of AB both must be equal means only way is lambda plus 5 should be 0. Therefore, lambda must be equal to minus 5. Is it? Minus 5 means any option? Yes, option B. Clear or not? Next problem. Sum of the residues of the function at its singular points. Here, z is equal to 2, 3 are singular points. Which type of singularities these two? These two are simple poles here. These two are simple poles. What is f of z solution? F of z is given as z cube by z minus 2 into z minus 3. So, this is numerator phi of z, denominator, just you take a notation like this. Here z comma z is equal to 3 are singular points, okay, but which type of singularities these are? If I substitute in numerator, I am not getting 0. Here, substitute 2 in numerator, numerator means phi of z, okay, here phi of 2 is nothing but 2 cube or not? Phi of 2 is non-zero. Phi of 3, substitute 3 in numerator, that is 27, that is also non-zero. Okay. So, z is equal to 2 is a pole. What is its order? Its multiplicity. What is the multiplicity of z is equal to 1? And z is equal to 3 is also a pole. What is its multiplicity? 1. Okay. So, z is equal to 2 comma 3 both are pole of order 1. Pole of order 1 means both are simple pole. Here, therefore, z is equal to 2 comma 3 are simple poles. At simple poles, what is the residue? Sum of residues means first residue I will find. R1 is equal to residue of f of z at z is equal to 2. At simple pole, what is the residue formula? Limit z tends to a, limit z tends to 2. Is it? Limit z tends to 2, z minus 2 into f of z. Limit z tends to a, z minus a into f of z or not? That is limit z tends to 2, z minus 2 into what is f of z? F of z is the total function, z cube by z minus 2 into z minus 3. Z cube by z minus 2 into z minus 3, both will cancel. What it is? 2 cube is 8, denominator 2 minus 3 is minus 1, so minus 8. Next, what is R2? R2 is nothing but residue of f of z at z is equal to 3. What it is? Same, since z is equal to 3 is also a simple pole, same formula, limit z tends to a, z minus a into f of z. So, z minus 3 into f of z. Now, I am writing directly, f of z is nothing but z cube by z minus 2 into z minus 3 or not? Both will cancel. Now, we substitute 27 by 3 minus 2 is 1, 27 will come. Now, actual question is the sum of residues or not? Sum of residues. That is 27 plus minus 8. What it is? 19 is the answer. Clear or not? 19 means which option? Option A is correct. Okay. Next problem. Persons A, B, C in order roll a fair die. Fair die means it is a good die only. It is not a biased die. 3 persons A, B, C in order. They are following on order. Roll a die means what is the meaning? The first one to roll an even number wins the game. Okay. So, they are following in one order. So, the first one who is throwing an even number wins the game. And the game is, wins the game and the game is ended. Okay. So, who is C? Among 3 persons A, B, C, okay, which one is going to throw even number first? That person wins the game. Is it right or not? So, the person who throws an even number first, that person wins the game will be over there itself. That is the meaning. Okay. Assume that the person A rolls a die first, the probability that A wins the game is, yes. Who is throwing the die first? Capital A means capital A starting the game. Now, do one thing. For A, B, C, for these 3 persons, what is required? Yes, even number required. For for all the 3 persons, okay, success is to get an even number only. For all the 3 persons, success is same. Okay. So, what is the probability of success to get an even number? So, that is the same for A, B and C also. So, do one thing here, P is equal to P means probability of getting, P is equal to probability of getting an even number. P probability of, because for all the 3 persons same success required or not? Probability of getting an even number. That is nothing but what is the probability of getting an even number? Since it is a die problem, denominator 6, numerator out of 6, 2, 4 and 6 are even numbers or not. So that is 3 by 6, 1 by 2. This is the success, probability of success. Okay, therefore, the probability of success is nothing but, success means getting an even number, that is 1 by 2. Q is nothing but probability of failure. So probability of failure, what is the probability of failure? Just P means, P of means probability of failure. Success probability 1 by 2 means failure probability is nothing but 1 minus 1 by 2, that is also 1 by 2. Now the game starts. Who is starting the game? Capital A. Capital A starts the game. Next B, C, or you can write C, B also, your choice, but information not given clearly. A, B, C in order means maybe you may think next B and next C. Or else you can take second one C and third one B also, because my question is the probability of A wins the game only, not B or C. So you can take B second or C second, no problem. So A starts the game, next B, next C just, but A must start the game. Now coming to the trial 1, here I will write like this, just a minute. A, B, C. First trial. Now game starts. Suppose capital A throw even number. Suppose capital A throw an even number in his first trial only. What is the probability of success of A? What is the probability of getting a success? Probability of getting a success means probability of getting an even number. Is it 1 by 2 or not? Yes. If capital A throws an even number in his first chance only, game end there itself. Okay. So that no need to proceed. But we don't know whether capital A throw even number in his first trial or not. Suppose if capital A throw even number in his first trial, this is 1 by 2. If not, suppose if capital A fails to throw an even number in first trial, chance goes to the next person B or C or not? Okay, chance goes to the B. When chance goes to the B, after failure of A only, chance goes to the B. So before you write the success of B, you have to carry the failure of A also. Failure of A follows the success of B. Okay, what is the chance of failure of A? 1 by 2. Now, after failure of A, this next success may come to B. What is the probability of success of B? That is also same 1 by 2. For all of them, success is same or not? Okay. Again, suppose if capital B throw even number in his first trial, again game will be over. If not, chance goes to C or not? When chance goes to B? After 2 consecutive failures. Means A must fail for the chance of C. First A must fail and B must fail. Then only chance goes to C or not? So first you write the failure of A, because here success probability and failure probability both are 1 by 2. Failure probability of A and failure probability of B and success of C. Clear? Yes, this is a first trial. Suppose if capital C throws an even number in his first trial, again the chance of winning C is this only, the game will be end here itself. But we don't know still. Suppose if capital C also fails to throw even number in his first trial, again chance comes to A. Chance comes to A means the second trial start. Is it right or not? In second trial. Okay. When chance comes to A, in second trial chance comes to A means already in first trial, A fails, B fails and C fails. 3 failures you have to carry. That is 1 by 2 whole cube. A failure probability, here B failure probability, and then the success of A in second trial. Suppose if A fails to throw even number even in second trial also, again chance goes to B. When chance goes to B? After 4 consecutive failures, failure and failure. So that is 1 by 2 whole power 4 into 1 by 2. You got it, I think so. Okay, suppose if capital B also fails to throw even number in his second trial, chance goes to B. When chance goes to C? When after 5 consecutive failures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into success of C. Again if C fails, yes, third trial start, chance comes to A again. third trial. Again, when third trial is possible, okay, in first trial ABC must fail, in second trial also ABC must fail, means 6 consecutive failures follows the success and so on. We don't know when the game ends. Okay, it may be in first trial or second trial or third trial, we don't know. Now, what is the chance of, what is the tail end of the question? We don't know. P of success of A. Probability of capital A through, what is the question they are asking for A only or not? The probability that A wins the game. So, probability of success of A means all these are the possible cases. Success may come in first trial, that is 1 by 2, or success may come in second trial, what it is? 1 by 2 whole cube into 1 by 2, or success may come in third trial, that is 1 by 2 whole power 6 into 1 by 2 plus and so on. It is infinite series. Now you can take 1 by 2 common. If you take 1 by 2 common, what it is? 1 plus 1 by 2 cube. Okay, 1 by 2 already. Next, 1 by 2 whole power 6 means 1 by 2 cube whole square plus and so on. This is in a form 1 plus r square plus. So, such form is there or not? What is 1 by 1 plus r square? That is nothing but 1 by 2 into what it is? 1 plus r square is nothing but the sum of the infinite series or not? 1 by 1 minus r. What is r? 1 by 1 minus 2 cube. I am writing the reason in bracket. 1 plus r square plus and so on. This is nothing but 1 by 1 minus r. So, that is nothing but what it is? 1 by 2 into 2 cube will go to the numerator, that is 8. Here 8 minus 1, 7. 8 by 7. So, 2 will cancel 4 times. 4 by 7 is the answer. Is it right or not? Understood exactly. So, infinite series we have to apply here. Okay, what it is? Which option? Option D correct. Clear or not? Coming to the next problem. If the differential equation x square d square minus 3x into d plus 5y is equal to x. This is Cauchy-Euler linear variable coefficients model, that too non-homogeneous. What is complementary function? What is particular integral? Okay, we have to verify. So, complete solution. So, what it is? What is given the solution? Given differential equation. Given d is x square d square, I am converting into capital D form, x square d square minus 3xd plus 5y plus 5 into y is equal to x. This is Cauchy-Euler linear D, already we know. Okay, what it is? Put x is equal to e power z, that implies from this z is equal to log x. Already you know how to solve this type of problems. So, in this case then what it will be? Then xd will be theta or not? What is x square d square? Theta into theta minus. Clear? So, 1 implies convert it into constant coefficients model, what it is? Theta into theta minus 1 minus 3 theta plus 5 into y is equal to x is nothing but e power z or not. That implies theta square minus 3 theta minus 4 theta plus 5 into y is equal to e power z. Now it is constant coefficients variable, this is constant coefficients non-homogeneous model. What is auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation means for complementary function I have to solve auxiliary equation or not? F of theta, actually f of d, but in place of d here theta is there, but theta is a function of z. Theta is with respect to z. Theta is nothing but what is theta? Theta is nothing but d by dz. Theta is a differentiable operator with respect to z, you know that. So, f of theta is equal to 0. That implies theta square minus 4 theta plus 5 is equal to 0. So, theta is equal to minus b means 4 plus or minus b square minus 4ac minus 20 or not? By 2a means 2. That is 4 plus or minus 4i by 2. Is it? Any mistake? B square is minus b means 4 plus or minus b square is 16 minus 4ac means yes. That is nothing but what it is? 2 plus or minus 2i. Any mistake in this? Minus b square minus 4ac by 2i. Yes, right. 2 plus or minus 2i. And 2 plus or minus 2i means? Just a minute. Okay, the data what I have written, it was erased. Okay, I will rewrite again. Sorry, it was erased. I will rewrite again. Solution. So, what it is? X square d square minus 3xd plus 5 into y is equal to x. Let it be 1. That implies what it is? Theta into theta minus 1 minus 3 theta plus 5 into y is equal to x. X means e power z or not? X is nothing but e power z. X is equal to e power z, that implies z is equal to log x. Clear? That implies what it is? Theta square minus 4 theta plus 5 into y is equal to e power z. Clear? What is auxiliary equation? A is f of theta is equal to 0. What it is? Theta square minus 4 theta plus 5 is equal to 0. Theta is equal to b square minus b means 4 plus or minus b square. 16 minus 4ac. 4 into that is 20 by 2. Is it right? 4 plus or minus 2i. Yeah? That is minus 4 means 2i or not? By 2. 2 plus or minus I. Clear or not? Okay, 2 plus or minus I. 2 plus or minus I means what is yc? Yc is equal to e power 2z into, not 2x, e power 2z into c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. But we have to, sir, not x, sorry, c1 cos z plus c2 sin z. Clear or not? That implies what is yc finally? E power 2z means is it x square or not? X is equal to e power z means e power 2z means x square or not? That is x square into c1 cos, what is it? Log x plus c2 sin log x. Clear? So, x square this is. So, yc, complementary function coincide or not? X square into c1 cos log x plus c2 sin log x. Yes, option A correct. But along with the complementary function, they asked here particular integral also. So, we have to find particular integral too. So, what is particular integral? So, for particular integral pi, this is type 1 model or not? E power ax model. So, pi is what it is? Pi is nothing but Pi is particular integral Pi. Pi is Yp is equal to e power z, e power z by f of a. F of a means here e power az is nothing but e power z. That implies a is equal to 1 or not. So what is Yp? Yp is equal to e power az by f of a. F of a means here f of 1 or not. So that is nothing but e power z by, what is f of 1? In f of theta, in place of theta, substitute 1. What it is? 1 minus 4 plus 5. 1 minus 4, f of theta is nothing but theta square minus 4 theta plus 5 or not? 1 minus 4 plus 5. E power z by 6 minus 4, 2 na? 2. Therefore, what is Yp? E power z means x. X by 2 is y. What it is? X by 2. Option B correct. Clear or not? So option A and B both are correct here. Now coming to one more problem. See, direct double integral, the value of double integral, integral 0 to 1, integral x square to 2 minus x, xy dy dx. Solution. Integral 0 to 1, integral x square to 2 minus x. X square to 2 minus x means, these function of x means these are y limits or not? Y is equal to x square to y is equal to minus. These are y limits means these are x limits. X is equal to 0 to 1, xy dy dx. So first I have to integrate with respect to y. First you have to clear functional limits or not? Integrate with respect to y means keep x as constant. That is integral x is equal to 0 to 1, x into y is nothing but y square by 2 or not? Integration with respect to y square by 2, x square 2 minus x dx. Is it? Right. That is integral x is equal to 0 to 1, x into, 2 minus x whole square y square is nothing but this is 2 minus x whole square or not? X by 2 into 2 minus x whole square minus y is x square, y square means x power 4. X by 2 already taken out, that is 2 minus x whole square minus x square whole square means x power 4 dx. That is nothing but integral x is equal to 0 to 1 or 0 to 2, sorry, 0 to 1. 1 by 2 into, so that is x into, see first one is 4 means 4x minus x square, sorry, plus x square means plus x cube, minus 2ab means minus 4x into x minus 4x square minus x power 4 dx. Now integrate. Therefore, integral 0 to 1, integral x square to 2 minus x, xy dy dx is equal to, that is 1 by 2 into integrate with respect to x, 4 into x square by 2. Next 4 into x square by 2 plus x to the power 4 by 4. Plus it is not selecting, why? I will write it again. Yes. That is 1 by 2 into, integral, directly integrate, 4 into x square by 2 plus x power 4 by 4. Is it? Minus 4x cube by 3. Clear or not? Minus x power 5 by 5. 0 to 1 limits. That is 1 by 2 into what it is? 2x square, that is 2. 2 will cancel in 4 2 times, apply 1 also directly, that is nothing but 2 into 1, 2 only, plus 1 by 4, is it? Minus 4 by 3, minus 1 by 5. That is 1 by 2 into what it is, what is LCM total? That is nothing but 16, is it? 60. 12 over 5. What it is, least common multiple is nothing but 60 only. That is 60 means this is 120 plus 15 minus 24 80 minus 12. What it is, 120, 135. 130, say 135 minus 92. That is nothing but, say this, 135. 135 minus 80 means what it is? 55. 135 minus 80 means 55. 55 minus 12. That is nothing but 43 by 2 into 60. Okay. You see, after calculations, it will be 3 by 8. That is 0.375. You just verify with these calculations. You also verify that. Okay, right.
Hello friends, let's have a look at the solutions of general aptitude. I'm dealing with numerical ability and logical reasoning part. In that one, first one that is given is find the remainder when 2 power 101 is divided by 5. There are different methods of attacking this problem. I'll deal with one simple technique here, that is concept of negative remainder. Or you try to adjust the power of 2 in such a way that when you are dividing that with 5, you are going to get a remainder of either plus 1 or minus 1. You try to adjust in that manner. Like if you check it that way. So this can be written as 2 to the power of, when you know, like 2 when divided by 5, remainder will be 2. 2 square when divided by 5, remainder will be 4. Or I can also call it as minus 1. Because when you divide 4 with 5, remainder can be either 4 or minus 1. Keep that in mind. Now if you can understand this one, so solving this problem becomes very easy. Now going ahead with this 2 power 101 divided by 5 is what we are looking for. So you simply write it as remainder of 2 power 101 can be written as 2 square whole to the power of 50, that is 2 power 100 into 2 power 1. This is what I can say. So remainder of when you are dividing that with 5. So it is as simple as when you are dividing this 2 square with 5, remainder is nothing but minus 1, you know. When you divide this 2 square with 5, remainder will be minus 1. When you are dividing the number which is to the power of 50 for that, the remainder will be minus 1 to the power of 50. Into, when you divide 2 power 1 with 5, remainder will be 2. So effectively remainder will be minus 1 to the power of 50 will give you 1 into 2. So that will give you a remainder of how much? 2. I repeat, whenever you are dividing a particular number, you try to adjust the number in such a way that it is either 1 more or 1 less than power of 5 or multiple of 5, I can say. So I am just writing this 2 power 1 as 2 power 101 as 2 power 1 is 2, remainder will be 2 when I am dividing it with 5. 2 square when divided by 5, remainder will be either plus 4 or minus 1. This is called as concept of negative remainder. Now you try to write it in such a way that this is to the power of 2 square only, such that the remainder will give you minus 1. When you divide this 2 square with 5, remainder will be minus 1. Minus 1 to the power of 50 will give you 1 only into 2. So 1 into 2 will give you 2. Say suppose you are having an odd power over here, you will get minus 1 here. If your answer you are getting here is negative, you add it to the divisor. So that is 5. If you are getting minus 2 here, you add minus 2 with 5, that will give you 3 as the remainder. If you are getting a positive remainder, so that will be your answer. So hence your answer has to be what? 2 here. It can also be done by a method called as concept of cyclicity also. By cyclicity method also this can be done. Right? So coming to that method of cyclicity over here. So what is that method of cyclicity? Let's understand that also. So coming to second method. When you are dividing 2 power 1 with 5, remainder will be 2. 2 square when divided by 5, remainder will be 4. 2 cube when you divide it with 5, remainder will be 3. 2 power 4, 16 when divided by 5, remainder will be 1. So 2 power 5, 32 when divided by 5, remainder will be 2. That means this remainder is repeating after 4 powers. That remainder is repeating after 4 powers. That means whenever you are having a particular power for 2, after every 4 powers, this remainder of 2 will keep on repeating. That means if you go ahead with this 2 power 101 can be written as, you just simply check this one. 2 power 101 is equal to what? So remainder of 2 power 101 will be equal to, so you are getting a cyclicity of 4. Na? You are getting a cyclicity of 4 means after 4 cycles the remainder is getting repeated. You simply do one thing. Divide this 101 with the cyclicity. Divide this 101 with the cyclicity. Cyclicity means after how many powers it is repeating. Take the remainder here. 101 by 4 is equal to what? Remainder you take. 425 is 100. Remainder will be 1. It is as good as 2 power 1 remainder. 2 power 101 remainder will be same as 2 power 1 remainder. What is the remainder when you are dividing 2 power 1 with 5? That is 2. Hence I can say that the remainder will be how much? 2 simply. So I repeat, remainder of 2 power 101 will be equal to remainder of 2 power 1 when divided by 5. Hence it has to be what? 2. As simple as that. Coming to the next one. This is a problem related to number series. Right? Going ahead with 10, 30, 68, 130, 222. The next term in the given series is what? So 10 can be written as, if you are having an idea about, as I said in the classes, as we generally suggest when discussing number series, try to know the squares and cubes of the numbers up to 25. That will help you a lot in cracking the problems related to number series. So here 10 is nothing but, I can simply write it as 2 cube plus 2 is 10, 3 cube plus 3 is 30, 4 cube plus 4 is 68, 5 cube plus 5 is 130, 6 cube plus 6 is 222. Hence it has to be, next one is what? 7 cube plus 7. We know that 7 cube is 343, 343 plus 7, 343 plus 7 should give you how much? 350. Hence it has to be option D here. Right? As simple as that. So please be aware of that squares, cubes. So if you are aware of that squares and cubes, it is easy for you to identify that is related to which particular number. If you are not learning that squares and cubes, you will always have a doubt. See, the fundamental mistake that many people do here is, they will try to look at the difference or multiplication always. And so not always the series may be having difference or multiplication property, right? Keep that in mind. Let's go ahead with the next one. These two are for given for 1 mark each. Next one. There is a window which is in the shape of a semicircle fixed on a square. There is a semicircle which is fixed on a particular square. The side of the square shape is 14 meters. So the side of the square shape is given as 14 meters. Then find the area of the window. So area of the window is nothing but area of the square plus area of the semicircle is what I can say. Right? So if you observe this entire thing for the circle will become the diameter of the circle. If the diameter of the circle is 14, radius will be 7. So radius of the circle will be 7. So area of the window is nothing but area of the semicircle plus area of the square is what I can say. Area of the semicircle plus area of the square. Now going ahead with area of a semicircle is nothing but half of pi r square. Half of pi r square is the formula for the area of a semicircle plus area of the square is nothing but side square. So half of pi r square. Now going ahead with half into pi is nothing but 22 by 7 into r square is nothing but, don't take 7 square 49, you write it as 7 into 7 plus side is 14 square. That is this is the area of the square. Now going ahead with now. So here 7 gets cancelled. Here 2 11 times. 11 sevens are 77 plus 14 square is 196. 196 plus 77 adds up to 273. Hence it has to be option A. So here the area is a combination of the area of the square plus area of the semicircle. That's the only point that you have to be aware of, right? Let's have a look at the next one. This is a problem related to data interpretation part over here, which is a combination of one pie chart, the other one table. So it's a combination of pie chart and a table put together. Now going ahead with the following pie chart shows the number of employees falling under different categories based on their work, and a table shows ratio of male to female in particular category. So pie chart is given. So they are talking about different types of people who are lazy, hardworking, skilled and efficient, and in every category the ratio of the male and female is also mentioned over here. Now number of employees in the company is given as 22,500. This entire number of employees is corresponding to 22,500, which is nothing but 100% is 22,500. Now going ahead with, then the number of skilled male employees exceeds the number of lazy male employees by how much? Number of skilled male employees. So skilled male employees, first of all, how many people are there in skilled? 20% are there in skilled. Out of the 20% of the total, male and female are in the ratio 2:3. Hence I can say that number of male employees who are skilled is nothing but 2 parts out of 5 parts. So this total is adding up to 5 parts. So divide that into 5 parts. So 2 out of 5 I can say, 2 out of 5 of 20% of 22,500. 22,500. That represents the number of skilled male employees. Number of skilled male employees is corresponding to this much. So 20% of this is nothing but 10% is 2,250, 20% is 4,500. That is as simple as 2/5 of 4,500, which is nothing but 1,800. That is the number of skilled male employees. Number of skilled male employees. Coming to the number of lazy male employees. Total lazy employees are how much? 30% of the total. 30% of the total are lazy. Out of that lazy people, how many are male? So ratio of male and female is 1:4. That means divide this into 5 parts. Out of that 1 part is male. Hence I can say that 1 out of 5 out of 30% of 22,500. 30% of 22,500. Right? Now going ahead with, so here if you go ahead with 10% of this is nothing but 2,250. 30% is nothing but 3 times of that, which is 6,750. So 1/5 of 6,750. So if you go ahead by cancelling this one, this will give you how much, dear? If you cancel it with this one, that will give you 1,350. So this is 1,350, this is 1,800. The question is, what is the difference between those two values? What is the difference over here? 1,800 here, 1,350 here. The difference is coming out to be 450. Hence it has to be option A. Right? Next. This is a problem based on spatial aptitude, where they are talking about the mirror image. Right, going ahead with, which of the following option is right image of prayer with respect to y-axis? With respect to y-axis means here is the mirror. Mirror is located over here. Just remember one thing, whenever you are looking at the mirror, left will become right, right will become left, left will become right, right will become left. Whenever you are looking into the water, top will become bottom, bottom will become top. The difference, if you can understand handling, this is very simple. Now if this is prayer, if this is looking at the mirror over here, left will become right, right will become left. So you can say that P is here, so that P looks like this in the mirror. P looks like that in the mirror. So if you observe the options over there, so it starts like this, P, so ending one will be P. So after that R will come, so R will look like this. So look at the option which is having that way. There is only one option which is satisfying that. Hence it has to be PR. So whenever you are solving, don't try to solve entire problem. Look at the options. So if you look at the options over here, this is very simple. After P, so after P itself you can decide. So last letter should be P, and that should be left should be becoming right, and right should be becoming left, right. Next, this is related to verbal reasoning. This is also related to verbal reasoning, right. All these are verbal. So, those are the questions that are given from reasoning and aptitude part. Thank you and wish you all the best.
Hi guys, let's look at the solutions. Read this. It will take time for the higher rates to feed dash to investors. It's a phrasal verb. He has given a verb asking you to supply the tail particle we called. Now look at the meanings. If I say feed through, convince, feed up, giving large amount of food, feed off. Feed off is like drawing inspiration or drawing strength from or drawing energy from other source. And feed on, like consume, eat for survival, living. Now with this, I think you can make out it will take time for the higher rates to feed through. That's the right word there. Choose the option to fill in the blank. Grammatical problem. Teacher asked two students the answer of a question, okay? But, look at the clue here, but dash of them no, dash of them no. So I am looking for the negativity here. None, either, both. Straight away I eliminated these two because if I put this, it gives a positive meaning. I am looking for the negative. So none is a short form of no one. No one, none. Neither, not either. So when I am talking about two, the obvious choice is this, not this. If it is more than two, I would go for it. So answer is D. Which one of the following is correct with respect to grammar and usage? Obviously. Look at this, guys. Ladakh is more colder than Kashmir, and you have a clue here. Than, obviously, we need a comparative form, and you have comparative form, but look at this one. This is called double comparative, which is obviously wrong. Okay, colder is enough. I don't need more here. That's the reason, gone. Kashmir is not so cold as Ladakh. Okay, we call it as equality, inequality. Yes. Kashmir is less colder. Again, double comparative. Ladakh is cold compared to Kashmir, and the wrong degree of comparison. Colder should be there. So, Kashmir is not so cold as Ladakh. Generally, guys, you might have observed as positive degree as. Suppose if I want to say in another way, Kashmir is as cold as Ladakh. If you want to say equality, here only focus on the grammatical part. If it is inequality, yes, you say so positive degree as not. This structure is accepted. If it is equality, you say as positive degree as. If it is inequality like this, not so positive degree as. That's the right construction, it's right. Fine. Which of the following pairs that best expresses relationship similar to that expressed in the main pair? Analogy. Okay. So, correct is to error, whereas you need to find out. Analogy is about finding out the relationship between this word and this word. Now if you observe, now my technique is, guys, you try and put a verb here. or make a kind of statement. Errors can be corrected or error is corrected. That's a sentence I frame, and I see that kind of relationship, correction or this. Now assistance is lobbied. Lobbying is a kind of influencing someone unofficially to get the things done, and assistance is lobbying, kind of going with that. Now here error can be corrected. Little bit of opposite idea is there. Appearances are decorated. Okay, fine. Appearances are decorated is again a positive effect. We don't find this kind of relation. Errors can be corrected so that it gets better. Appearances are decorated. Oh, it's maybe better. We'll see. Conviction is affirmed as a belief, and it is affirmed. And sin is expiated. Expiate means we call it as atonement, kind of prashchit. Okay, so kind of mistake and correction, right? Whereas here appearance decorated, it is like enhancing that. Whereas here errors are corrected. Like that, sin is expiated. As I said, prashchit. So this is the right one. Fine. Look at this one, jumbled sentences. In the following item, the passage consists of 6 sentences, okay? The first sentence S1 and the sixth sentence S6 are given in the beginning. The middle 4 sentences have been removed and jumbled up. These are labeled P, Q, R and S. You are required to find out the correct sequence of the 4 sentences and mark accordingly. Agreed. First read the S1. Today, the Earth has many satellites besides the moon. Okay. Once again, today the Earth has many satellites besides the moon. That is the beginning of the sentence. Now go through the options, P, Q, R. But the pull of the Earth keeps them from doing so. Whenever I go for the other idea, I always see the link. It can be the extension of that, it can be opposite of that, or it can be explanation of that. Some kind of link should be there between these 2 sentences. So here I don't really see any idea linked here, isn't it? But the pull of the Earth keeps them from doing so. Fine. Next, the artificial satellites do not fall because they are going too fast to do so. He just mentioned satellites, but no mention of artificial satellites anywhere here in the first one. So I go ahead. They are artificial satellites made by man and very much smaller than the man. Next, as they speed along, they tend to go straight off into space. Okay, now I think you got it. Today the Earth has many satellites besides the moon. So he's talking about satellites, many satellites. Then they are artificial satellites made by man and very much smaller than the man. Immediately he is talking about they. They refers to, many satellites besides the moon. So immediately we know are. So here this is examination point of view. You don't have to really go through all the sentences first. Find out the options where I have are in the beginning. P, Q, R, S. I think work is done. You don't have to really, rack your brain. This one. I don't have any other option where it is competing with this. R, Q, S, P. They are artificial satellites made by man and very much smaller than the man. Q. Where's Q? The artificial satellites do not fall because they are going too fast to do so. There's a link still talking about, then that's an extension of that. And S. Where's S? P, Q, R, S. As they speed along, they tend to go straight off into the space. Yes, there is a link between the not falling and the speed. And P. But the pull of the Earth keeps them from doing so. I think it's pretty straight, easy one. So, answer is C. Thank you.